And we're live. Megan, thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
We just had a busy weekend. It was, the first time we had a WNA here at the gym, and it was so much fun. Super cool to see the ladies in action, crushing it, running the course and all.
Yeah, our first season, our 3rd qualifier is I think it was one of my favorite courses
Yeah.
also of the whole season. Don't tell the other 2 gyms that I said that. But it was really well done. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Yeah. So maybe just talk about like a little bit about what WNA is,
Yeah.
how you got it started. That would be really cool.
So WNA is the Women's Ninja Association. Do I look over here? Do I look at I don't know where I'm supposed to look for
Here's
that.
fine. Here's fine. Yeah, everybody's look at me.
So WNA is the Women's Ninja Association. It started with like one-off competitions at Obstacle Ninja Academy. I've always had a vision of I want courses specifically for females because I mean places and leagues have gotten a lot better at female course design, but when I first entered in 2019, which wasn't that long ago, my first year in elite was 2022, I believe, and I was still one of those like we're gonna race to the 4th obstacle. That's how the women's courses were. We were in the same courses as the men. Who can get there the fastest? There was like barely any clears. I think we had our first WNL clear besides Olivia. That season. I think it was season 7 or 6 or something like that. So, for me, I wanted courses that women felt not like a gimme, but like challenged in our own unique way. And so that kind of sparked the Women's Ninja Association.
Wow. No, that's awesome. That's true though. I feel like for so long, yeah, like ninja's been a sport that's like been male dominated, and then they would just come and do the exact same courses.
Yep.
And a lot of the courses are super physical, like tons upper body, a lot of
Yep.
big pulling moves and things.
Well,
So
that's A&W. I feel like A&W is the men's ninja association essentially. The women are getting a lot better and stronger, but once you get to those final rounds, it's turned into just men racing men.
yeah, yeah, that's not cool. So it's cool. That's the reason why you started. And also, how did you first get involved with ninja anyway? Like, what was that?
Oh man. So I don't really have an extensive athletic background. I was a marching band kid in high school. I played basketball growing up. My older brother and dad are both super athletic, so I always wanted to like fit in and, play basketball like my brother. I tried softball, I hated it. I tried gymnastics when I was really little and I'm not flexible enough for that. So, I my best friend wanted to run Spartan races and do a trifecta. So, she wanted to do it and I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And my dad, who also does ninja now, but previously he was like, "Oh, I want to try that too."
Yeah.
So we all went to Warrior Tech in North Carolina. One of my dad's friends that they play basketball together, he was like, "Oh, I have a gym. Come try, you can train Spartan." So we went to that gym and we did our Spartans and learned very quickly that we hate running. I absolutely hate running. Like I will run distance if like it's my life depends on it. And that's pretty much it. And so we trained at Warrior Tech and they were like, "Oh, you should try adult class. Oh, you should do our in-house comp that we have here." I did my first comp the end of 2019. It was just like a members only and I won. And so
Okay.
I
All
was
right.
like,
I
"Oh,
see you.
I'm actually kind of good at this." So started with OCR and then quickly turned into just loving doing obstacles.
No, it's so cool. It's interesting to see like how different people get involved because for me, like, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I started in 2006.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So
How
like
old were you when you started Ninja?
I think I was like 11, maybe
Oh
10,
my
something like
gosh.
that. I've been doing it a long time.
I was just watching A&W at that point in my life. Like,
Yeah, yeah. So when I started, A&W wasn't a thing yet. It was
yeah.
still just on G4. Do you know what that is? Like the
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes. I watched the original, like season
Okay.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's it.
yes.
Because that's dope. Because most people like don't even know like what that is nowadays.
G4.
Literally, like the kids at the gym, they don't know what Sasuke is. They don't know like where
That's
Ninja even
so
came.
sad.
It is sad. Yeah, it's crazy. But for me when I started, it was before ANW, so it was still when they're doing the ANC challenge.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, yeah. So like that was how I got exposed to it. It's because like I have older siblings.
Yeah.
My brother is I think he's 42 now or 41. My sister is either 40 or 41, but like I'm like the baby, the
Yeah,
accident,
you
some would
were.
say,
Yeah, yes. The accident.
But basically, so because of that, I like watched things I probably shouldn't have growing up, but like one of those things was ninjas. My brother had G4 on, I started watching it, so
Yeah.
then I'd go to local parks and like climb
I
on
was
monkey
gonna say,
bars
where
and
did you train if you were like doing ninja before ninja was really a thing?
yeah, yeah. So back then it was parks, it was steps outside, it was going to gymnastics gyms and climbing ropes. Like
That's
there
wild.
was so but that's what it was. ANC
Yeah.
training, you know? There was nothing else. Like you'd find
Oh my
like
gosh.
a ledge to climb on just somewhere like, "Oh my god, this is like a cliffhanger."
I
Just like
feel
a
like
freaking
such
like
a baby. Like, I feel like I've been doing ninja for 6 years, but, like, I still feel like such a baby compared to, like, back in the day,
back in my
we
day, yeah.
climb trees to
But
get on ninja warrior.
that's literally what people did though. It's crazy. That's exactly what we did. Oh my god. But so like that was before there was any gyms, like
Yeah,
anything. That's just how you did it. But like it's
wild.
interesting seeing people get into it now. I'm always interested in their story of like what made them want to do
Mhm,
this thing. But I feel like back then, like when I was doing it, it was like no one knew about it too, you
mhm.
know? Like there was no one my age that did it really.
Yeah.
Because like at the time I was like, but nowadays, like the teenagers are like the top of the game,
Yeah,
you
I would
know?
say nowadays, the kids are
Yeah.
starting we have a 5-year-old at our gym that can do a sky hook. Like,
That's wild.
5. Like yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, one of our kids at 6 could do 2 one-arm pull-ups.
That's what?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Jace.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, Jace is an animal. Um, but yeah, what was I gonna say? So sorry to fix the mic there,
Oh,
people. Um, but yeah, so it's just interesting to see how everyone kind of
yeah.
gets involved and how it's grown has
I
been
wasn't
crazy.
like I wasn't like, "Oh, I'm gonna do ninja to be on the show." I was
Mm,
like I just kinda, like, went into ninja, and then my friends at Warrior Tech at the time, like, Tim Segensen, he was the paper cut ninja, he doesn't really do ninja much anymore, but he got on the show, I think it was season 11, and
mm.
I was like, "Oh, I know people." I'm like, "That looks cool, I have a story, I could apply," but it wasn't like "Oh, I'm gonna do ninja to be on TV."
Right,
It just
yeah,
kinda led me down that path.
right. That's so interesting too. Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool. It really is cool to see. Like, it's amazing how see how much the sport's grown. Like I said, like when I started, there were no gyms.
Yeah.
So like when the
Now
Warrior Lab
you
opened,
own a ninja gym.
yeah, yeah, that's been a crazy, crazy time as well doing all that. But yeah, no, it's cool to see. So when you first started doing ninja, how quickly did you realize that we needed like a women's league to start making things better?
I would say probably within my first year. So my first full season of doing ninja, my first year I did it straight to NNL when it was NNL qualifier. It was like my second comp ever. And then I went to Worlds the first years at Greensboro and I was like, what is this? I did terrible. That was back when there was no elite. It was all just like adult. It was awful. But then the next year was when I did my first full season. I think that was season 6. I won adult that year.
Mm.
And that was kind of when I started seeing the separation of like even as an adult, I'm still running the same courses as the males and I just felt like I wanted to see more females get deeper into courses instead of just like being thrown into like an almost like an afterthought.
Yeah, it kind of did feel like that, I guess, for even like horse hunting back then. Like I remember like distinctly when we first started hosting comps, it was like that, where it was not necessarily an afterthought, but like we didn't make adjustments back then.
Yeah, well, I feel like there weren't as many females to begin with. I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot more now, which is great. But back then, I feel like it was and is a male dominated sport. So that's kind of like the forefront of everyone's course design.
Yeah, I think in recent years, people have really gotten mindful of how they design their courses
Yeah.
and become better. People like Matt Bradley and others have been really good about trying to really make these changes for females, which
Yeah.
has been cool to see.
I
So,
think the first experience I had with that was at Motive in our region. I remember going to one of their qualifiers. It might have been regionals qualifiers. I don't remember, but they had all the girls run first.
mhm.
And I had never seen that before. They had all the girls run and then they made some changes and then had all the guys run. And I was like, oh, you can do that? Like, that's a thing? So I remember Motive being the first one where it was kind of like sparked me like, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that is actually something we can do.
100%. It's not even like I wish it happened sooner, to be honest. I wonder if that's the reason why so many female ninjas just like lost touch with the sport or didn't get involved. Because I feel like it's scary
Yeah.
being a girl getting involved in the sport where you're like the only girl in the gym. There's like
Yeah.
16 of these big dudes
Yes.
just walking around.
That is like a I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with that because I I hate the fact that like I've been the only girl in so many situations and it sucks because I feel like we just mentally see things differently. We have a little bit more fear. I mean, women live longer for a reason. We have a little bit more fear, We're also physically completely different, like not to get into crazy detail, but like women every week of the month we are a different person. Like our body is just different. And so, but at the same time, I do think the year that I trained for A&W when I was like the only girls like me, Flip, RJ, Naxa, Garamore, Roberto, like got very strong. So it's like a we do need the spaces for women, but it's also nice to have the time to train with guys as well to push us.
Right, yeah. So when you first started, like, was it how much did you feel it being a male-dominated sport? Like, when you first came to the gym, were you just like, "Wow, this is kinda weird," or like
I was lucky at Warrior Tech that I had a couple of really good females to train with, but I saw it more when I traveled to competitions. My first year in elite specifically, was season 7, and I remember there's a gym in North Carolina, I'm not gonna name the gym, but there's a gym in North Carolina. I went to a comp, it was maybe my 2nd elite comp, and I just remember specifically, it was like obstacle 4 through 8 were linked together. You couldn't drop during all of it. I was the only girl there, so they, like, made me go first or something, and I remember looking at this course design and just laughing. Like, that was the only reaction that I could have. I was like, "You want me to what?" Like, and
Oh,
so
man.
that's when, like, when you're going to qualifiers and you're the only girl there in your division, that's where, you can see it's more male dominated.
Right, right. So what would you say to a lady who is they see it on TV, just like you did, I guess, and they wanna get involved, like, how would you tell them is the best way to, like, get past that and start doing ninja?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I like that. I would say find like a tribe, maybe like if you're the only girl, maybe bring some of your friends or like I would say most gyms have females that train there, so like figure out when to go train with the females and when to have that time. And I know a lot of gyms are actually doing a really good job of having like female classes or female nights. Like at Warrior Tech, we would have ladies' night once a month, and that would get more girls involved. But just having that space, and again, that's why I like WNA. It just gives the space for just the girls. Like one of the funniest things, I think it was the teen division this weekend. We finished up, we gave the awards, and we were like, "All right, it's redemption time." And one of the girls goes, "Yes, no boys," during redemption.
Them stinky boys.
Well, I think it's because like they do like crazy but cool things during redemption, and us girls, we're kind of used to shrinking ourselves in situations like that, and just kind of like stepping back and just letting them do their thing.
Yeah,
So
it seems intimidating, I feel like.
yeah,
And people, they send big things, like, they also, like, kinda hog obstacles and stuff, I feel
yes,
like. Like, like, that's what they do. They'll just, like there'll
yeah,
be a bar tech set up after a comp. They'll just, like, sit there and spam 360
yep.
bar spins for, like, the entire hour.
I also think stuff like that. I know. I feel like as a woman, I guess I can't speak for all of them, but like when I want to try silly things and stuff like that, I feel like I get more embarrassed than men do. I think that
Mm.
like we have so much of our self identity and into ninja, and it's like a really fragile thing for females. Like
Mm.
it's hard to explain, but I feel like I don't go out there and send stuff like that because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna embarrass myself.
I feel like that's a common thing I hear. Like,
Yeah,
not like, obviously amongst females, but also just when people first start. Like,
yeah.
they're scared to get into it because they think they can't do it or because
Mhm.
they're gonna look stupid or whatever.
Or they walk into a space and see people doing 12-foot laches, and they're
Yeah.
like, "I can't do
Yeah,
that."
exactly. Yeah. No, it's tough, man. Especially,
Yeah.
like I feel like now it's even harder to get involved because the level of the sport has just grown so much.
Yes.
Like, even from just 2 years.
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I tore my ACL 2 years ago, and I feel like missing that, like, year or so of training, I feel like I fell so far behind just in that year, and I was like, "What happened to the sport?"
It's insane. Like, every year, the kids get crazier, the obstacles get more
Yeah.
technical and crazy. It's just insane to see. Like, back in the day, jumping to a cargo net from a trampoline
Yes.
was, like, the hardest obstacle, you
I
know?
think I was going back and watching, I think it was season 3, and the 5th obstacle was, like, 6-foot laches,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bar
yeah.
laches.
Mhm,
Dang, I
mhm.
could clear that course.
Yeah, it was, like, quad steps, a rope swing,
Yep,
jump hang, bridge of blades, yeah, the
yep.
jumping bars, and warped wall, like, it's like, bro, my 5-year-old could do that now easily,
Right?
like,
That's
it's like, "What?"
crazy.
And, like, even, like, what the cliffhanger looked like back then too, like,
Yeah.
all the different iterations of that obstacle and stuff. What is your favorite obstacle to do as just in general, like, for
In
you?
general,
Yeah.
I am a big fan of just, like, brute strength. Like, I love stage 3. I like lock-offs, I like cliffhangers. I don't like vertical limits. I have really, really tiny thumbs, like, compared to the rest of my hand. I don't know, it's weird. So I don't like vertical limits, but I really just like strength-based obstacles, and I absolutely hate agility with a
Yeah.
passion. My record on the show has proved that. I hate agility. It's just a commitment thing for me. I'm terrified of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god. It's interesting you say you like strength obstacles. I feel like nowadays most ninja obstacles are like highly technical
I
or just
know.
laches. Every obstacle is a
I
lache.
do like laches too, especially
Yeah.
bar laches. Like, you give me, like, a nice long line of linkable bar laches, I love that.
Fair. Yeah.
But
I miss the strength obstacles. Like the
yeah.
wall lift, all those cool obstacles back in the day. Now
Yep.
everything just like how far can you swing or link this thing or like
And it's
I don't know.
crazy to me nowadays how many of the top ninjas, like, can't hold a lock off. They can just, like, technique their way, like, straight arm hang,
Uh-huh.
technique their way through everything, but, like, can't hold a lock off for more than, like, 10 seconds.
Oh my god, it's crazy. Like that was like the most important thing back in the day was like
Yeah,
lock offs,
having
this type of stuff.
like, bicep strength, yep.
Yep, yep. They need to I feel like it's interesting because what WNL worlds at least, I feel like there's a more strength obstacles. Like the one year they had like the peg cloud, like they have like
Yeah,
VL and like cliff every stage 3, but like
outside of that.
yeah.
Even, like, burnouts for I don't know if you've watched a lot of NSC, like, there are strength-based, but I feel
Mhm.
like that's just more endurance than, like, strength.
Right, like how long can you hang and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's an important part of the sport though that maybe people have kind of not necessarily forgotten, but they kind of don't train as much as they used to. Same
Yeah.
with balance actually. I feel like when we have comps here, we always try to make our courses super diversified. We try to
Mhm.
put as many different obstacles as we can in there.
Yeah.
It's funny because like people get so scared by the balance obstacles because people only train
Yeah.
laches nowadays,
Yep.
and it's like guys, like there's more things to ninja than just laches, but like that's what it's become is just
And
tons and
all
tons of
balance
laches.
is like agility. Like when I first started, I feel like there was a lot of slow balance obstacles too, just like balance beams and
Yep,
stuff like that,
yep.
slack lines.
Oh
And
yeah.
now every balance I see is agility. And that's a big reason also why I don't do elite is because I feel like they get the sketchiest balance obstacles in their
Oh
course.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it's crazy. Like this, now you're like lashang into agility or running out of agility, grabbing something,
Yep. Well,
and they
like this weekend we had the lache to the like spinning the big disc and then up to something else, like laching into something.
yeah, it's so much more
Yeah.
common. Which I wish people did that kind of stuff more. I guess in their courses, 'cause I feel like it's also up to us as gym owners and course designers to diversify the courses
Yeah.
more and have more versatility, not just like lache every obstacle
Yep.
or something.
Or take lache and take this thing with you
Yeah, yeah,
in the
exactly.
air, open this thing up while you're in the air.
It's so absurd. Oh my god.
More power to the people that can do that though. Like it's so impressive the
Oh
tech that
yeah.
these kids can do.
That's one thing too, I feel like is like because it's become so highly technical now, it's hard for people that don't understand ninja to enjoy it or like understand how hard things are.
Yeah. I
Like,
agree with that.
yeah.
I don't think the audience for like A&W nowadays realize how good the contestants on A&W are. Like
Mhm.
back in the day, you like someone could just walk in off the street and kind of be successful. But nowadays, like I don't think they realize how incredibly strong these athletes are.
Oh my god, yeah. No, it's insane. Like it's like when you see someone even holding on to like a VL, for example, you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I could do that." But you don't understand like how small that leg is.
Yeah, like you're pinching for your life.
Yeah, like it's insane. No one it's hard to see like that. It's interesting. So obviously the show has changed a lot over the years. You've been on the show recently.
Mhm.
What is your honest opinion on the show? Don't
It's
hold back.
it's a TV show. It's a reality TV show, and I think and I might offend people with saying this, I think people put way too much of their ninja career emphasis on a reality TV show,
I couldn't agree
and
more,
I've
yeah.
been in that position. My 2nd season, like, I had a great rookie season. I had no idea what I was doing. It was, like, my 1st year, 2nd year of doing ninja. Did pretty well. I think that's why they kept calling me back. But ever since then, my 2nd season, I fell. First time I fell on balance. I was devastated because I was like, no one's gonna look at me the same. I did so bad, blah, blah, blah. And I think that, like, especially our younger teens, like, they put so much of their life and I have to get the call and I have to show up and I have to do this. It is a TV show. You are not an athlete. They don't care about you like that. They barely give you any time to warm up. They like you, they walk you through the course, you fall in the water, they're like, all right, next.
Yep.
They don't care about us as athletes,
They
and
don't,
that is
yeah.
my on and I like it, I like going out there, I like being part of it, but, like, it's just at the end of the day, I prefer everything else there is to ninja.
Yeah, I feel like the sport has kind of outgrown the show,
Yeah,
you know?
I think so.
Like, it's not like, back in the day, that was the end all be all, but now there's so many leagues that exist, NSC, WNL, whatever,
Mhm.
that, like, it's becoming more of a sport.
Yet people are still so fixated on, "I have to get the call."
I think it's because of the clout, you know? Like, you're
I
on national television.
100% agree with you, and like I said, I was there my first couple of seasons, like, I need to do this, and I need to make a name for myself and this and that, and now it's just, like, fun for me, like, it's another thing I kinda check the box. I prefer the, like, interviews and the B-roll and, like, hanging out with all the ninjas
Yeah.
over I tell every time I go out there, I love that, I love seeing everyone. The second we walk up to do rules, I'm like, "Why am I here?" I'm like, "Why did I sign up for this again?"
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it's gotten better, I'll say. Like, I remember back in the day, like, they didn't pay you for moving on to
Oh,
semifinals or
yeah.
whatever, and, like
And you had to, like, make your way out there yourself.
oh,
I
yeah.
got lucky. My first year was season 13 post-COVID, and when they first started, like, flying people out and
Yep.
putting people up in hotels, I'm very spoiled with my A&W
Yeah, oh
career.
my god, because the horror stories I remember hearing back in the day from people was just like, they're terrible. Like, they really just, like I think people that watch that aren't involved in Ninja don't understand, like, what you said, how much of it is just a TV show.
Yes.
Like, the production, like, how they treat athletes, like, how they pick people,
They
like
feed you lines to say.
oh my god,
My
yeah.
first season, my story was all about being a music teacher, and they made me say, like, "I'm gonna hit all the high notes on the course," like, bruh.
They always say the most cringiest things they make you say, it's wild. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad to see that this show has kind of I feel like it's still going, but maybe it's on they've been saying this for years that it's gonna die or
Look,
stop soon, but it's
that's
still
what
going.
everyone's like, "Oh, like, are you gonna do A&W next year?" I'm like, "Is there gonna be a next year?"
Every year
Like,
people are saying that now, yeah.
sure. Like, if there isn't a next year, is my life over? No. It's kinda gonna be like a sigh of relief, like, "Oh, I don't have to worry about that anymore."
Yeah. It's crazy that it still has the big of a pull as it does now
Yeah.
though. Like you said, like the kids and people, they still it's like the thing, but like they'll select people for the show that have never even really trained ninja. They have a crazy story.
The TikTokers are my
Oh
favorite.
my god,
They're
yeah.
like, "This person's a social media influencer, falls on obstacle 1.
Exactly.
This person's this, falls on obstacle 1."
Yep.
But then they won't call the, like, best of the best ninjas, like, it doesn't make
It doesn't
sense.
make any sense, yeah. It's so much of it just about your story. They don't care about your
Yep.
athletic ability, anything like that.
And I think that's why I keep getting called back because every season I've had, like, a change in my story. So they're like, "Oh, we can tell more about her." Like,
Right.
I really think that's a big reason.
Oh yeah, no, it's like the biggest thing, which is so sad, but I feel like yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to see all that in person because I was only on the show once actually, and it's funny because like similar to what you said earlier, I put so much pressure on myself,
Mhm.
and it's because for so many years I was at like the top of the sport because I was like 14, 15, whatever,
Mhm.
going to competitions, competing against people like Joe and Drew and all these like huge names that
Yeah.
were at the top back then,
Yep.
and I was going to these comps and beating them as like a 14-year-old. So everyone thought like, oh, like when Tim's old enough to compete, like he's
Yeah,
gonna win the
yeah, yeah,
show.
yeah.
And then when I got there, it was the year they brought it down from 21 to 19. So I was like
Yeah.
still in college, and I put so much pressure on myself because everyone thought I was gonna do well. I thought I was gonna do really well. I've been training for so long,
Mhm.
and then it's actually a shitty story. Is that like I was supposed to compete in Philly. All my friends were there, like that, like ninja friends,
Mhm.
and then I had like tons of family there, friends, supporters that like came to Philly to watch me compete, and we got rained out.
Oh,
I was one of like
no.
10 people that got sent to Minneapolis to compete.
Oh my
And I was
gosh.
so locked in that night, like, I was, like, top
Yeah,
of my
yep.
game, you know?
Oh, and then
And
it
then yeah, then,
changed.
like, I can't compete, so I'm up it's, like, 3 AM, 4 AM, as you know, and people
Yep.
people, if you're listening to this, you understand, like, they literally film in the dead of night
Yep.
every single time.
Mhm.
So, if you understand how hard it is to do ninja, then you're doing it, like, when you're sleep deprived and, like, it's
Season 16, I was the last girl of my night to run. It was, like, 3:45 AM in California.
yeah,
Like
exactly. Oh my god, it's brutal. But so it was late, it was downpouring, and like they were like drying off the course. They would pause for a little bit and it start raining again. So there's still a chance I was gonna go. And literally, like I was on the like on deck area. The person in front of me just ran the course, and I was the
Oh.
first person they had to like call back to not run.
Oh my gosh.
And that was so crap. So I had to like then he sent to Minneapolis, flew all the way there, and like that course, I just like I don't know, it wasn't. I was so in my head and just like
Mhm.
nervous and just like performed like completely like just shit. Like
Oh,
oh my god, I
no.
felt an easy obstacle I could easily do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, what am
Mhm.
I doing right now? And then didn't get a call back ever since then. So it was like my
No.
one shot of this dream that I had as a kid growing up, and I like blew it. You
Yep.
know, and it was like, oh my god, and it was like a mental battle. I feel like for me as an athlete, one of the hardest things, not just for ninja but in general, even with chase tag too nowadays, but like, is that mental aspect of it?
Yes.
'Cause like,
Yes.
especially like in ninja, where people don't understand that like you train back in the day, like when the show was the end all be all, you
Mhm.
train all year round for this one
For
day.
1 shot a year. I mean,
Yep.
it's like, think about an Olympic athlete. It's 1 shot every 4 years. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Oh my god.
insane.
Exactly. And the thing that makes ninja so hard is like every course is different. Every obstacle feels different.
Yep.
It's like, when you're playing like baseball or whatever, you're doing the same thing every
It's
time.
the field is the same everywhere you go. Basketball, the court's the same, the
Exactly.
ball's the same. Yep.
Yep. So there's so much pressure and it's so difficult to be perfect because you literally have to be perfect to be good at ninja.
You really do.
And a lot of it comes down to being consistent, which is so hard to do. Like it's
Mhm.
so unfathomably difficult. So yeah, it's crazy. It's such a hard challenge. But either way, that mental aspect, the pressure you put on yourself really does make a big
Yep.
difference.
Yeah,
Which is it's crazy.
I have a tattoo on my arm. Shout out to Dougie Fresh, my tattoo artist. It says, "Never a failure, always a lesson." And I got that after my 2nd season. Like, I was so devastated that I did bad. Like, I fell on balance, which bad, for me, I thought that was bad.
Right.
And, it was just I got that tattoo, I think it was, like, the night before the episode aired. It's just a reminder, like, everything I learned that year, like, I grew as a person, like, I learned the people around me are still gonna respect me and love me no matter how I do on a TV show. I made way more friends that year. That was the year I started, like, hanging out with a lot of my Florida friends. My life trajectory kinda changed that
Mhm.
year with the people that I met because of season 14.
Mhm.
So, it turned out to not be a failure, but actually turned out to be, like, a huge lesson in my life.
Yeah. I think that's really important for people to understand is like no matter how you do on a course, one course run doesn't define you as a
Mhm.
person.
You're so much more. I used to do this thing with our team. Well, I started when I was a teacher. I did it with my kids at school, and then I did it with my team at O&A. We would take a piece of paper, and I would have them like write their name, and then on the bubbles on the outside, they had to write everything about themselves that was not really related to ninja. Like, oh, I'm a daughter. Like for me, it was like, oh, I was a teacher. I am a girlfriend, this, that, like daughter, sister, things that I do outside of ninja. We wrote it all down. And then I was like, this is your identity.
Yep.
Like, this is who you are. These are all the amazing things about you outside of you play on obstacles.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I think that's important. I think that's a good thing for people to do. And just to
Mhm.
remember that. It's like, listen, like, yeah, like again, one mistake, one course run doesn't define me as a
Mhm.
person. I think that's why people put pressure on themselves is they think that and they go in these events and like, okay, like even someone like Matt, who or myself or whoever like had all these expectations to go to this comp and do well and win. And you put that pressure on yourself, but
Yep.
like you are making that choice to put that pressure on
Yeah,
yourself.
no one is putting that pressure on you, especially the people that matter. Like, if there's someone in your life that is putting that pressure and they're like gonna look at you or treat you differently because you failed, then like bye. Like,
Yeah.
get out, go,
Yeah, get
go
out.
away. You don't need that.
Yeah, exactly. You do not need that. Oh my god. Yeah, it was brutal for me when I was on the show because of that. Like I said, that whole pressure I put on myself. But like you said, it did teach me so much.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, like I think I needed it to be honest.
I think I needed mine too. I think everyone just to like snap yourself back to reality a little bit.
Yeah, and it was also like so before I was on the show. Yeah, I was in college and stuff, but when I was in like graduated from high school, I had a really bad injury. I cut myself with a knife working at Subway. You see
Oh,
my pinky seal? It's like turned.
what? Oh my
Yeah, isn't that wild?
god.
So basically, I cut myself with a knife working at Subway. I was just being stupid, like just being dumb, messing around with my friends that were
Yep.
there. Cut
Mhm.
myself. It was a small cut. Had like just like a little tiny cut right here, and it was like I had to get 2 stitches. Didn't think anything. It was fine.
Yeah.
So then 3 months later, I'm competing at. Oh my god! I don't even know if you know about this. There's these events back at the Warrior Lab Movement Lab called the Pro Weekends.
Mm-mm. That was way before my time.
Oh no! These were like the first ninja events.
Oh, that's cool.
Like basically what so Chris Wilczewski, the owner of them, he by the way, people if you don't know, he was the first Ninja Gym owner ever.
That's
He's a very
wild.
innovative guy. But he used to host these events and he'd bring in like all the big names from the show. Like back then it was like James McGrath, Travis Rosen, Ryan Strass, all of them.
Yeah.
And he'd bring them in and like it'd be like 2 days of like workshop. Well, the first day was like open gym usually. Second day was like workshop. So the pros would teach you all these
Oh,
obstacles, you'd
that's
rotate through
cool.
stations. Yeah. And then the last day was a competition.
Yeah.
So this happened for many, many years. Like this was like the biggest event in Ninja at the time.
Yeah.
Like it was the biggest thing. People,
That's
all of
so
the
cool.
celebrities would fly in. Like Jesse Graff was there when she came. Then Michelle Warrington. Like all of them would be there at these events. So they're like the highest level competition back in the day was
Mhm.
there, other than the show, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but so it was one of those weekends, and I was doing the course, and this is back when I was like really good at ninja still. So,
Mhm.
and the yeah, I'm washed up now, I know. But, so I was I had high expectations for myself, I expected to do well, and I fell on stage once, multi-stage comp, like 3 stages and everything, and it was because I was trying to grab, like, one of the fat nunchucks, like,
Mhm.
fat
Yeah,
nunchucks, and, like,
yep.
it hurt so bad to try to squeeze anything. So at that point, I
Oh.
realized, like, something's wrong with my finger. So before this, I to give more context, like, it wouldn't bend more like, when you bend your finger, it goes like
Mhm.
this, but my finger bent like that. Like, I couldn't bend the whole way down.
Ooh, yeah,
But I'm like, "Oh,
that's
maybe I'm still healing." I didn't know. I was, like, fucking, like, 16 years old. I have no idea what I was talking
Yeah.
about. Um, so then after that weekend, I'm like, "Alright, I gotta figure this out. Like, this is not okay." Went to a doctor, got MRI, whatever, just stuff. Turns out that I had cut my tendon and damaged another one. And
Oh.
because the ER didn't catch it at
Ew.
that time when I first cut it, the
You made it
tendon
worse?
yeah, it, like, retracted into my elbow.
Oh.
So I had to get
Ew.
2 major surgeries to fully repair
Oh
the
my
tendon in my hand.
god.
I'll just show you a picture later of what it looked like.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's like something out of Saw or a horror movie we were talking
Yay.
about before. It's disgusting. Oh my god. So, because of that, I didn't train for, like, 8 months.
Yeah.
Lost all of my strength. Like, completely went from being, like, at the top of the sport to just, like,
Yep.
day 1 starting again.
Mhm.
But I'm grateful that happened because at the time, I think I was, like, losing interest in the sport, to be honest,
Yeah.
and, like, I wasn't enjoying it, and I was like, because before this, when I was in, like, maybe sophomore year of high school is when I decided I wanted to open a gym, like, that became my dream,
Yep.
but then as I was getting older, I was like, "Is that really what I wanna do?"
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
kinda second guessing myself. So then when the injury happened and I couldn't train, I was watching the comps, like, the first 2 years of WNL or NNL, I had to
Mhm.
skip it because I was, like, recovering from
Yeah.
my injury and stuff. And I remember, like, seeing those comps and, like, the one year when it was at, I guess now it's Movementum in California,
Mhm.
and, like, Makoto Nagano was there, and, like, I'm like, I missed out on that and things. I was so sad, like, it kinda, like, reignited my passion and
Yeah.
love for the sport again. So that break, that super long break made me, like, stay with
So, yeah,
it.
when something's, like, taken away from you, you're like, "Oh, wait, I actually like that."
Yeah, right, and then I don't know if I would've opened a gym if that didn't happen, to be
Mhm.
honest. Because at this point, I'd been doing it for I don't even know how many years at this point. A long, long, long time. So I was
Yeah.
like, "This is still what I wanna do." So that really kind of helped me, but, like so that injury happened, and that's when I was old enough to be on the show, and then I just wasn't the same strength level and stuff, and I was still
Mhm.
training and doing well, but it wasn't the same as I was
Yeah.
before the injury. Um, but yeah, like, the pressure you put on yourself really
Oh
kind
my
of determines
gosh.
that, you know?
Yeah, we tell our kids when they compete, like, usually when they're on the starting line, we'll look at them and be like, "All right, like, whether you fail the first obstacle or you win the whole thing, guess what? You walk out the door and you're the same person."
Oh, yeah.
Like, hitting that buzzer is not going to change the rest of your life. Like, we're gonna go back to the gym whether you win or lose, and guess what? We're training.
Yep.
Guess what? We're gonna like, I've said this about myself. I won NNL one year, like, nobody remembers that. They don't look at me and go, "You're the adult season whatever champ." No, like, a year later, nobody remembers that about me.
Right? Yeah, I think it's a big thing too is just to have fun because like, we tell our kids the
Yes.
same thing. It's like, ninja's supposed to be fun. That's why everyone likes it, like, that's why it's different from basketball or
Yes,
baseball when you're
it's like
standing
a
in the field.
playground, like
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. I feel like so many parents, especially in the community now, put so much pressure on their kids,
Oh,
and it's
yes.
so sad to see because, like, it's happened in our gym. Like, I've seen these kids that were so passionate, they're having so much fun. Their parents,
They just
like,
get burnt out.
they get burned out,
They have
literally.
all of
Yeah.
that expectation and pressure that they have to be the best.
Yep, and they
But,
lose.
like, I hate to say it, but what are they gonna do with their life in ninja? There's no scholarship. There's no ninja. I wish there was. That'd be sick. Like,
Maybe one day, who
we're
knows?
getting it closer
Maybe
into
one
the
day.
Olympics, which is great for, like, the younger athletes, but, like, I don't think they need that much pressure over ninja.
Yeah, I agree, but even though, like, regardless of what you think about where the sport's gonna go, maybe there will be sponsorships one day or, like,
Mhm.
scholarships,
Yeah.
whatever, but, like, at the same time, it's like, when you put that pressure on your kid or whoever else, yourself even, and you're not having fun, you're not gonna do as well.
Nope.
Like, you're just gonna perform terribly, you're gonna
Yep.
lose the interest, lose the passion, and once you lose that passion, you're not gonna wanna work hard, you're not gonna wanna train hard, it just all goes to shit. Like
My best comps have been the ones where not that I don't care, I don't think that's the way to put it. The ones where I'm just like, "I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna have a great time, and whatever happens, happens." Like, of course I care, of course, no matter what, I'm gonna be nervous at the starting line, but the best comps that I've had have been the ones where I'm just like, "Alright, let's do this, let's have fun while we're on the course."
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, and I wish that people would not take it as seriously or push their people with their kids or whoever is hard. So,
Yeah.
like and we tell our parents at the start of the season, we have this, like, whole, like, parent intro PowerPoint, and we explain our expectations for like their team and like them as
Mhm.
parents and stuff. And like we say every year, like it's supposed to be fun. Like don't burn out your kids. Like we're gonna push your kids for you. You don't gotta do it at home.
Yeah,
Like we got it. You know what I mean?
that's what we're paid for.
Yeah, exactly. And it still happens and it's sad. And I understand like why they do it, because they want their kid to be successful, but
Yeah,
they just don't understand that like they're making it so much worse for them. Like it's so terrible.
I agree.
And I wish
Mhm.
there was something we could do about it as coaches, but like I can tell them till I'm blue in the face, but we can't control how they
Yeah,
parent their
and
kids.
we're also neither one of us are parents either, so
Yeah.
it's kinda like it's hard to see that aspect.
100%. I think it's like from my experience, what I've gathered from talking to people and just like what I think about, I'm curious what you think about it as well. I feel like it's one of two things. It's either one, they they essentially like they want their kids to be successful, so it's all like through that lens, I
Mhm.
guess, or it's that they're trying to like live vicariously through their kid. Like they were an athlete in
Yes.
some
Yep.
sport and they're
Or
like,
something happened in their life and they didn't get that opportunity, and so they want their kid to have that opportunity.
yeah, and it's funny because like it's so counterproductive. I want to that's not the right word choice,
Yep.
but like the more you do that, the less that's gonna happen. Like if you just let them do it and have fun, they're gonna be
Yes.
successful.
Uh-huh.
Like every year I explain to the kid, like the parents, like the best kids on our team are the ones who love the sport and have fun with it.
Mhm.
And it's like that's not like we're all about just having fun, and that's why our team does so well because
Yep.
they just have fun when they go and compete when they're at the gym
Yeah.
training. Like
Yep.
we'll like have silly nicknames, we'll like crack jokes at practice, we'll
Yeah,
like
it's
mess with each
supposed to
other.
be fun.
Yeah.
We had I think it was one of the Jungle Gym NSC recently, a bunch of our team members went, and we have one of our younger team members, he's the first year preteen, his name is George, and he just loves ninja, so he went with his dad to watch NSC. And I remember Flip was like, "I want you to go ask Jackson why, like, he does so well at ninja." And he walks up to Jackson, and Jackson's response was, "I love what I do." He was like, "I love being on obstacles. I love the challenge of the obstacles. I love like training." And
Mhm.
that's why he's so successful because every aspect of ninja, he loves it. He loves the grind. He loves all of that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's huge, and that's the same thing with our kids. Like the kids that come to open gym, they're doing like they do it because they love it. They're
Yeah.
not doing it because anyone's
They
making
look
them do it.
forward to stepping in the gym and training. They're not like, "Oh, I have to go to practice."
Exactly. So, and that thing it brings us perfectly into like mindset because like so much of being successful in anything in life, but especially in just your mindset about it.
Yeah.
Like if you're showing up and you're like, I don't want to be here. Like, oh, I hate doing pull ups. I hate
Yep.
going for runs. And like, of course you're not gonna be successful. You have to have a
No.
positive mindset about whatever you're doing.
Yep.
And then if you have that mindset, like obviously there's some things that you don't want to do when you're training. Like no one wants to sit there and do your I'll use pull ups again as the example or do burnout. Like it
Or do
sucks.
what you're
It's hard.
bad at. Like
Exactly.
I'm a bad example of that. I never train flying bar because I hate flying bar. Very bad example for my kids, but like, no one wants to train the obstacle that they're not good at. I just want to sit there and do cliffhangers all day because
Exactly
I'm
right.
good at
Yeah, or do
that.
yeah, or if you do like bar tech, like I'm doing bar tech instead of doing your like
Yeah,
cliffhanger or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, but like you have to work on those things to
Yeah.
be like, to push yourself to that level. And
Mhm.
it's like no one wants to do that. It's hard to do. That's why you have to do it if you want to be
Yep.
successful. You know what I mean? Like it's
Absolutely.
yeah, it's so interesting to see. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, it's craziness. So like when did you start coaching?
So I have a teaching background originally, pre-ninja life, and I guess the beginning of my ninja career, I was a music teacher. So I have an educational background. I taught elementary school for about 5 years. Once I taught through COVID, I was like, nope, I'm done with this. Like, you can't teach music online. So around the time of like everything opening back up, and I was near the end of my teaching career, I started coaching some classes at Warrior Tech. They had me like I did the ladies' nights. They'd had me cover a couple classes. I did their summer camps for them because as a teacher, you don't get paid over the summer,
Mm,
So I would run their summer camps for them. And that's kind of when I started taking my teaching into ninja. From there, I got the opportunity to be one of the full-time coaches at Obstacle Ninja Academy in Orlando. So I picked up my life and I moved down to Florida. And that's when I started full-time coaching about 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay, so you were a teacher beforehand, and you went to school for that.
Yeah,
Where'd
for
you?
music education. North Carolina, UNC Wilmington, and then
Wow,
I got my master's too, which they don't pay you for in North Carolina, which is
that's
really
crazy.
stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so interesting because you know who Greg Smith is, right?
Mhm.
Because he was a teacher too, or like when
Yep,
he was teaching, and I think it's cool that like you had that teaching experience. You know how to work with kids, like how to
yep.
push them, all these things, and it's such a good way to transition to being a coach. Like,
Yeah, I think coaching ninja takes like all of my favorite. Like I miss the music aspect of what I used to do, but it takes the education, the love that I have for learning and passing knowledge to people, but it's also like people that want to be there. Like when you're teaching public
Yeah.
school, you can't, they have to be in school.
Right.
So it's nice to kind of combine all of those.
No, that's sick. So do you miss teaching then? Like, do you miss that or do you
I think I miss I taught elementary specifically because that's a really important time for kids when they go to middle school if they're going to continue with music like in their life or if they're going to you do electives in middle school if they're going to go another path.
Mm.
So I miss that aspect of being able to like make kids like music with the stuff that I did, but I do not miss like everything else with public education.
Yeah, that sounds
The
tough.
politics, the parents, the lack of money, like I don't miss any of that.
Right. Right. So, obviously, like, you're a music teacher and stuff, so music has been a big part of your life, I'd imagine. You
Yeah.
are the music ninja
I
after
am
all.
the music ninja.
So, I guess, like, what does that mean to you? Like, when did your love for music start? When that's was
Oh
it
my
all your whole
gosh.
life you've been into?
Yes.
Okay.
So my parents tell me like I grew up going to church. I'm not super religious now, but I grew up in church. And I would like sing in the preschool choir. And my mom tells me that the choir director was like, "Your daughter has like a real ear for music." And my mom's like, "She's 2." Like, what do you mean she has an ear for music? So I always loved like singing. I always did like I loved music class at school. In second grade, I started taking piano lessons.
Mm.
And then in middle school, I started playing saxophone and joined like band. I joined marching band in high school. I did the nerdiest thing possible. It's called drum corps. It's like basically it's like the NBA of marching band, but you pay to do it. You don't get paid to do it. You
Whoa.
spend your entire summer living out of a suitcase, traveling the US from like May to August, and you like learn a show and you perform it. Like the finals are the Colts Stadium in Indianapolis. So like, yeah,
That's
very big
crazy.
like band nerd over here.
Whoa. Yo, that's crazy. So you literally traveled the country just doing that.
Yep, to perform like a marching band show. Uh-huh.
That's
That
intense.
was how long did I do that? That was like 4 5 years of my life I did that. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I feel like I have lived so many different lives.
Yeah.
Like, my life now is so different than it was when I
Oh
was
my
doing that. And then
god.
I taught piano and voice lessons. I am a classically trained singer as well, so
Jesus.
I had a band in high school, like an alternative rock band that I sang for.
Whoa. So music's like a huge part of
Yes.
your life for so long.
And I get told a lot nowadays. I don't do music as much, and I know that I should because it's a talent that I've been told that I'm wasting, and it's out of love that people tell me that. But
Right.
it's a huge talent that I don't use as often anymore. That I think I got burnt out like teaching music.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna talk about that in a second actually, but with
Mhm.
music, like, I wonder if there's a way for you to incorporate it into Ninja somehow. Now, obviously, you did the national anthem.
Yes, I have
Well,
sang the
that was
national anthem
awesome.
multiple times
Yeah,
at
that was
UNA,
beautiful.
WNL.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, like, what I feel
It's
like there's
just
gotta be
such
something.
a separate thing though, like athletic and music, I don't know. It's
Yeah. Well, maybe, like, some people, they need music to, like, get in the zone,
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
Like, is there a way to, like, curate some sort of playlist that's, like, I don't know, best for Ninja or
I don't know,
something?
everyone's different.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Everyone's so different in what they listen to, like,
Mm.
some people like to listen to, like, calming music before they run, like, I like to listen to heavy metal before I run, like, it just depends on the person that you are.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Oh my
But
goodness.
that's an interesting thought, how to
Yeah,
incorporate music and ninja together.
right? Like, yeah, so if anyone has any ideas,
Yeah.
we gotta start, like, a Ninja. There has to be plenty of other people in Ninja that have, like, huge into music too, like
Oh,
Matt.
yeah, there's a
There's so
lot.
many people, yeah.
Well, that's a big reason that, like, RJ, Roman, and I are such good friends is it came down to, like, we have the same music taste, like, we were writing music together at one point, like
Wow.
yeah.
We need, like, a ninja band, you know?
Dude, ninja band, that would be cool.
That'd be cool. We gotta think of a fun name for it. We need, like, a ninja band,
A
yeah.
ninja band. I can sing, I got you. Sing
Yep,
and
Megan's
piano,
the
and either one
singer,
of those, we're good.
RJ on guitar, we need some other people in
Yep.
there, that'll be great.
There we go.
But you said so you were burnt out from teaching.
I think so. I think because I would teach music all day, and as a teacher, like, you're not just working at school, like, there's no time to work at school. You have to go home and work even more to get everything done that you need for school. So, and I would come home and I would teach piano lessons a couple nights a week and I teach voice lessons. So like my entire life, plus I'm doing this marching band stuff and helping out with that. Like my whole life was music.
Mm.
And I think honestly, like as terrible as COVID was, I think that was a really good reset for like slow down. You literally have to slow down. You can't go anywhere
Yep.
and like figure out what you want in life. And I think I was just burnt out from so much music.
I can relate to that, especially with like obviously for so long Ninja's been a huge part of my life. And then obviously now I own a gym and like it's like what I do for work. It's everything I do. It's everything I've
Yeah.
always done. And it's for me when I first started it, I was kind of going through a really difficult time in my life. Like had
Mhm.
really bad depression, anxiety, tried
Yep.
to take my own life. Like it was bad. Like
Oof. Yeah.
I yeah, I had some rough things I'll say happen growing
Mhm.
up. You know what I mean? So I was not in a good place mentally, and Ninja kind of really helped me to overcome those obstacles. And it was almost like every obstacle I would overcome in Ninja helped me to overcome an obstacle I was facing inside.
Yeah. That's
So
cool.
yeah, it was interesting. So like it started out as like a hobby, quickly turned into a passion, way to help other people or help
Mhm.
myself. And then
Yeah.
because of that, I realized I could help other people. That's what made me want to start sharing it with others and things and
Yeah.
teaching everybody else about it. Like it became such a big part of my life. And then yeah, nowadays, like obviously now I own a gym and everything, and oh, phone's ringing. Uh, obviously, it's a big part of my life now, and I feel like I've experienced burnout too, and I think a lot of gym owners experience it. Obviously, I think the big reason why is because so at one point this was like maybe 2 years ago. I think maybe going on 3 years ago now. My dad passed away,
Mhm.
skin cancer, and then that same year my dog actually died on Christmas
No, oh
Eve.
my
Yeah, it
god.
was a rough year.
That's yeah,
It was
that
a
is
rough
rough.
year.
Oh.
Yep, and during that time, I was, like, this close to, like, wanting to close the gym. Like, I was, like, super burnt out, like, I was
Mhm.
working, like, all the time, like, we had, like, 4 weeks of summer camp straight. So, essentially, I was working, like, 12-hour days, like, every single day.
Summer camp is the worst.
Yeah. Oh my god,
It
yeah.
makes so much money, but it
It
is the
kills you.
worst.
Yeah, it kills you, literally. So, I was, like, in this place where I felt like I was burnt out, like, I was done. Like, I was like, "Why am I still doing this?" And, obviously, like, I don't make the most money being a gym owner, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just that's not why I do it, you know? Like, I
Mhm.
do it for the love of it all. But that time I was questioning it, and I was like, "This is what I wanna do the rest of my life." Like, I could easily go work for some big corporation and make much more money, have all the health benefits and all. And, like, I kinda had this a whole 'nother thing of, like, how I came to get past that. But
Yeah.
I felt that burnout for sure. And then I think it's important as a business owner, as whoever else, to be able to detach from things. So I think it's one of the things that I'm good at now, and maybe the whole time in that one period, all the negative things that were going on, kind of it was hard for me to detach. But
Yeah.
I think I'm really good at being able to detach and like create space for myself,
Mhm.
because otherwise, like you lose the
I think you
passion.
have to.
Yeah.
I think it's hard taking something that you love, like a hobby. Usually hobbies are the things that we love. Like music was a hobby for me, ninja was a hobby for me. I think it's hard to turn them into your full-time career because
Yeah.
then you're like, I it's not something that I get to do, it's something I have to do in order to like
Yep.
survive.
Yep. 100%. Yeah. But I think a lot of gym owners I've talked to, they've lost the passion for it because you start doing it. You start the gym because you love ninja, you love training, and then very
Mhm.
quickly, if you're not able to detach or like separate yourself, then you just don't have time to train anymore. You don't like you're at the gym all day, so why are you gonna
Yep.
stay later to train?
Exactly.
Well, why don't you
Yeah.
come in earlier to train because you're there all day anyway? So it's
Mhm.
hard to manage. But I think for every gym owner, you have to be able to detach.
Yeah.
Like you can't let your work follow you past work.
Yeah.
Like once you leave the gym, don't think about it. Like that's
That I
important.
wouldn't be that
Yeah.
and that every job that I've had up until my most recent one has been a job I have to take home with me. Like teaching, I had to take it home with me.
Yep.
Even when I was managing gyms, like I feel like I had to take it home with me. I was constantly getting emails and phone calls and this and that. Like
Mhm.
it's I think that detachment is really hard. And
It's very
so
hard. Yeah.
very like more power to you for being able to have that detachment.
It took me a long time to it wasn't always like that, you know, but I think because growing up in the sport, like since the literal beginning, like I said earlier, and studying my friends were gym owners and seeing what they went through over the years, I
Mhm.
realized that I had to do that,
Yeah.
like from the start. So I think that's why I was able to, but I know it's much easier said than done, but I think it's important for you to try. Like whenever
Yeah.
you leave, like let's say you're answering emails, like just stop at this time,
Mhm.
just go watch TV, go play a video game, whatever, do something
I
else.
wonder I would actually be curious to see because I feel like detaching is a trait that is easier for men than women. So
Really?
I would be well, I think women emotionally invest like, we lead everything with our emotions. I think men are more logical. I
Mm.
think women are more emotional. I think it's just a scientific fact. I'd be curious to see, like, male versus female gym owners and having that detachment.
Yeah.
If females, because I have a very hard time detaching from anything. That's just how I am. I'm a very sensitive, emotional person.
Mm.
So I emotionally like hardcore invest in everything. So I think that's why I'm over here like, wow, you like detach? That's so cool.
Thanks. Yeah, it's interesting. I think we should
That's
I
an
should start asking people.
interesting statistic I'd be curious to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I know, yeah, it's a fair point. But I think it's important, however you can, like,
Yeah.
I think a good thing is I mean, I love traveling. So for me,
Oh,
like
I love traveling too.
yeah, it's great. Like, being able to just literally leave and come
Yeah.
back is, like obviously, not everyone can do that. Like, I've been
Mhm.
fortunate enough to have a great staff under me now, so I can do that.
Yeah.
Like, the first 2, 3 years, I couldn't leave the gym at all.
Yep.
I was here every single day,
I'm sure.
like, grinding away. It's like everything, building,
Yep.
like, everything. Janitor, you do everything as a business
And I'm
owner.
sure it was hard to build like a staff that you can trust. I know in
Yeah.
the times that I've managed stuff, it's like I'm end up just doing things myself because it's never done right unless you
Yep.
teach the people under you how to do it, you know? Like it's
Yep. I think that's one of the hardest things about being a gym owner is, yeah, having a good staff because we're already in a super niche thing
Mhm,
and
yep.
trying to find other people that are good in that niche thing that can coach and do all
Yes.
these things.
Yep.
Because you can be the best ninja in the world, doesn't mean you're gonna be a good coach. Like,
Oh
they're
my
very different
gosh.
things. Like
They are very different things. When I was like heavy into music, I had a lot of friends that were super talented musicians. They could not teach someone how to do it, like to save their life. And it's just, and some of the best coaches, I think, are not the best ninjas anymore because they've devoted more of their life to coaching and investing in their kids and not into their own athletic career.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And that's all I do now. Like, I don't really train much anymore these days. I was telling you before, like, I think I've lost the passion for competing
Mhm.
and doing ninja myself, but I love coaching. Coaching's my
Yeah,
favorite thing to do.
I
Like,
love
it's so fun. I
coaching
love seeing
too.
the kids and their progression and when they first get an obstacle they can't do it, the look on their
Yes, oh my
faces
gosh,
and
it's
yeah,
so
it's
cool.
so
Even
empowering, so
this
cool.
weekend, like, watching a lot of these girls be really successful and maybe they haven't had much success in competitions, like, I love it, it's so cool, their faces light up, they're,
It's
like,
yeah.
so excited.
That's what makes ninja special is those
Yeah.
moments, you know?
Mhm.
It's yeah, it's so cool to see. But for me, I lost it. I think one of the reasons why is because it became too competitive. Like when I first started doing it, it was literally just about beating the course. That's
Yeah, yep, now everyone can beat the well, not everyone, but lots of people can beat the course.
yeah, not even competitive in that way because back then they're still good ninjas. It's competitive like people's mindset towards it.
Yeah.
Like back then it was just like everyone was supporting each other and it still happens at comps, but not nearly as much.
No.
Like you go to a comp, like even back in the day when there's no leagues, it was just there's 4 stage comps at gyms. Shout out Ultimate Roots for the goat comps back in the day. All those OG gyms and stuff. Like you go to these comps, you'd be surrounded by all these other athletes. We all love doing the same thing. We're all trying to beat the mountain, take down the mountain is what we call it. Like beat all 4 stages,
Yeah.
beat Mount Midoriyama.
Mhm.
And so like you'd be on the sidelines, like giving each other advice. Someone would run the course, be like, oh, this didn't work, this did work. Like there's so much sharing of ideas and like
Yeah.
it was much more of a tight knit community. And it wasn't as much of like you go to a comp like, oh, I gotta beat this person. This person's here, and the parents have these thoughts now. Like they'll go to
Yep.
comps, they're like, oh no, like so and so's here. Or, it's become so like kind of I don't want to say cutthroat, but it's become more about like the
Yeah.
competitive side of it, and not as much about like just doing your best.
I think the females still have more of that camaraderie because there's less of us
Right.
and we want to see more success. I think we are still kind of, at least in the communities that I'm in, we're very much like, oh, this and this. Like, we'll share everything about the course because we want to see more females be successful.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. No, it's awesome. I feel like yeah, a lot of the adult ninjas are like that now, but like it's like amongst the kids, it's not like that.
No,
Like
it
it's
is
super competitive.
super competitive and cutthroat.
And we try to teach our kids like it's none of that matters. Like just do your best,
Yep.
have fun, most important part. And it's like whatever happens, happens. Like it's
Yep.
not about beating this person or that person or getting first or winning worlds. Like, none of that matters. Like
Yeah.
it's just about improvement.
It's one thing that Flip always says that I've like taken in with our kids is we're teaching them how to be good people through ninja.
Oh
We're
yeah.
not teaching them how to be the best ninjas in the world. We're teaching them life lessons and how to be a good person, how to overcome things. And it just happens to be that ninja's the way we do it.
Yeah, just the outlet more or less.
Hmm.
I think any good coach, that's what you should strive to do,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how it's the sport's changed over the years. And as it's gotten bigger, like back then there was like no one that did it. So like it was more close knit just because there wasn't many people that did it.
Hmm.
Like it was more spread out, but like we were still so close.
Yeah, like more a tight knit community.
Super tight. And now it's just massive. There's gyms all over the world.
There,
There's like 20
when I was
gyms.
in North Carolina, there were four that I could drive to within 20 minutes of my house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, if within a 2 hour radius of our gym, there's like, I don't know, 20, 30 gyms that
That's
it's insane.
wild. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
gosh.
crazy. So it's changed a lot, but it's been really cool to see the growth, I will say. Like, literally, like I said, since the beginning, I've been involved in this crap.
You're
Like,
like, what do the kids say? Unk?
yeah, literally. No, like, I'm like the grandpa. Oh, what grandpa? That's one of the few grandpas left. It's like Ryan Stratus, Brett Sims, Bernardo, like people like that have been
But
around
you're
since the
so
beginning. I
young.
know. That's the funny
You
part.
are so young to
Yeah.
be a grandpa.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But just like a grandpa in the sense of ninja. Like it's been doing it for so
Yeah,
dang long, which I'm grateful for. It's had a huge impact on my life. But I will say, like, I do miss what it used to be like. You
that's
know,
fair.
I'm sure everyone says that. You know,
The
when you're in
good
that
old
position.
days. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
sure.
But it was very much so just different. Like it's hard to explain unless you were back around that community and whatnot. Like, oh my god, like some of the best times I had in Ninja were back then.
Yeah, I
Actually,
never
this is
got to experience A&W like that because my first season is when they invited the kids.
yeah,
So it was like completely different.
yeah, and that's also kind of, I mean, annoys me a little, I guess, is that like when I was that age, they didn't lower the age limit, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and they did like after I was already an adult and could compete. It's like, well, thanks, guys. Like,
Right?
yeah, because like for a while they were like talking about lowering the age limit. Every ninjas would approach them like, oh, like God, I know this, I know these people. It's like Zach Day, Tim Dexter, like lower the age limit just for them, just for those 2, 3 people. And then they never did until I was already too late. I was already 19 when they lowered the.
I want to know what,
Uh,
like, why they made that decision.
that's a good question.
I would love to know, like, who was like, yeah,
Let's finally do this thing they've been asking us for
15
years.
or whatever. I don't even know what the age is. I think it's 15. Is it?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I think it's 14 this past season.
Mm.
I don't know. Something like that.
I-
I know they lowered it for season 18.
yeah.
So I want to say 14.
This happened a long time ago, and don't quote me on this or anything, but I remember having conversations with people where ninjas wanted to be paid more, wanted more something from the show, and they basically like the producers were, didn't really care,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially like I think it was like get new talent. 'Cause a lot of
Yeah.
the ninjas at the time, like the big names, were like, "Well, I'm not going to keep doing this. You're not going to like
Yeah.
do this thing." And it's like, okay, we're going to lower the age limit. Let other new kids come in. Kinda
Yep.
like an middle
Replace
finger to
the,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of sad.
Interesting.
I think that's again, don't quote me. I remember hearing stories. I forget exactly what it was, but I know people said things like that,
Okay.
where it was like they were. I think it's in part because they need to like refuel
Yeah.
the talent
Well, like
pool.
I said, I'm
Make new
I'm
stars,
such a
like
baby to ninja, so I don't know.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like the era that I came in.
fair.
Was like with all of that.
Yeah, you should ask Flip. I'm curious what he
I
thinks.
should.
Yeah, because I don't know if it was like just people in the Northeast that felt that. Because some people, I will say, some people are super salty about the show.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe the people that told me these things back in the day, like that was part of it. But
Yeah.
I don't.
I
I
would
don't
be
know.
curious.
Yeah, because a lot of people did have bad experiences back then. Like
Yeah.
just bad
Oh,
experiences.
I've heard stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible, but
So I tell you, I'm spoiled when it comes to A&W.
yeah, it's fair. Oh man, but yeah, it's interesting to see how all that kind of goes. Um, so are you just gonna keep doing the show then? Like we're talking about how bad it is, but are you
Yeah.
gonna keep doing it? Like,
I think so. I mean, I think it is a good experience to bring like my story for this coming season. I don't know what they're going to go with, but of course it was about Flip and I, but also I talked about the Women's Ninja Association. So I think it's a really good stage for that and to bring light into something that I'm doing if they allow it to be part of my story. So I think in that aspect, yeah. And I just think like it's fun and it's the one time a year I really get to see like everyone together in one place. But like I said, when it comes to the course, that's my least favorite part of the whole thing. So I don't know. I think I will just continue to apply but it's one of those like if they keep calling me, like I'm really grateful that I continue to get the call, but if they don't, I'm not going to be like devastated.
right? Yeah. I was talking to someone about this the other day, and it was like one of the younger kids who was on the show, and like they had a bad experience too
Mhm.
with it. And it's interesting, like how many people have wanted to be on it for so long, they get there, and then there's like, yeah, this is what I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna be.
I don't think that's why I said when you're like, what are your thoughts? It is a TV show. Like I can't emphasize that anymore. It's not like a comp you're gonna go to. It's not NSC, like which I think is one of the best like pro comps.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
it's a reality show.
Yeah.
They're gonna
exactly.
make you look however they want to make you look on that show.
Yeah. The good thing, and I feel like is we've been talking about. Like, I've been saying it a lot, like how the sport's kind of outgrown the show. And it's interesting is like I know one of the reasons why Chris, for example, started the WNL or NNL was so that one day if the show died,
There would still be.
there'd be
Yeah,
something
that's
left.
cool.
Like I'm not sure people know that, but like that's literally why he
Yeah.
started it was because like back then, like, ratings were going down, and apparently they still are. I don't even know how it's still going. I don't
I
know the
don't
details.
know, like,
Who knows?
if you go onto the A&W Reddit, which I love to go because I think it's so funny, the stuff that people say on the
I've never
Reddit.
been on there.
It's so funny, but, like, or Instagram, and people are like, "I hate the new format." I'm like, "Well, apparently it's doing okay 'cause now they're gonna add the 3 lanes of rate," like,
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't know.
So do you like this new format? Like,
I do. I mean, it's hard because I really loved I never got to experience other than testing, like stage 1, 2, 3. I really liked watching, like, the big Vegas, like, "Oh, these are the stages." But when we're getting into the more talented ninjas, I like watching finals more than I like watching 10 people climb a rope. Like, I like watching the side-by-side racing for, like, the win more than I like watching, "Oh, who's gonna climb the rope fastest? They timed out, they timed out, they timed out," you know?
yeah, I feel like head to head's definitely, and we were talking about this earlier too, is like the most exciting way to watch Ninja for
I
sure.
really liked I think one of my favorite formats was season 16 where we had the side-by-side racing, but it was semifinals. That was
Right.
fun, and then they went to, like, the regular stage 1, 2, 3 in Vegas,
Yeah, I think that's maybe the reason why they switched to is because it's easier to watch and
and it's less money, and they have one place they bring everyone, they don't have to set up all the stages, they
true.
less prize money, you know?
Like, selfishly, like, I miss the old format because, like, again, being an OG here, that's, like, what Ninja was
Yep.
to me, beating all 4 stages, taking that's the whole point of it, but
I
yeah.
wonder I don't know, I like, the addition of the women's special and stuff, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hoping that they're turning it into, like, a women's bracket in finals is what would be really cool to see, like, the same format, qualifiers, semifinals, the women that make the like, having a specific women's bracket, I think would be really cool,
That's
because
huge.
at the end of the day, I don't think there's a single female that steps onto the NW course and goes, "I'm gonna win the whole thing." I don't think there's any of us that are like, "I'm gonna beat Kai in a side-by-side race," you know?
Right. That's interesting. So, like, I think, like, a long time ago, one of the girls said something like, "Oh, like, we're never gonna be as strong as the guys," or something
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
just not physically made the same, that's fine. That's just how
Right.
it is.
Because obviously nowadays people are always like talking about that kind of stuff and in sports and this and that. But like
Mhm.
I think Ninja is one of the ones that kind of like shows that.
Yeah.
But it's interesting hearing like elite level females like you talk about it.
I don't think it's that I think we're strong in different ways. Like at the end of the day, men have testosterone and that's just going to make them more powerful. They're going to have stronger pulls, they're going to have higher jumps, they're going to be able to have more endurance. That's just how they're physically made.
Mm.
And I think women are stronger in more unique ways. We're more flexible usually. Like a lot of the female obstacles, like the one Avery made, where it's like a complete back bend.
Yeah.
It's like we have a different center of gravity, so we should be better at balance. I'm not, but we should essentially be better at stuff like that. It's just different. So a
Yeah.
lot of the like more powerful obstacles you see on the show and like the side by side racing men are just going to be faster,
Yeah.
and that's just how it is biologically.
Right. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that because I feel like most every female like ninja athlete, like you, Addie, whoever else, is gonna beat like 90% of the planet, men
Correct.
included, on a
Yes.
course. But yeah, if you're going against like the best of the best, like
Yeah.
male athletes, then
That's
yeah, it's
something
just a
I don't
different
think
thing.
we think about a lot, and I know I struggle with this because after my injury, like, I'm not an elite anymore. I don't train at an elite level, I just don't. I know it, and I admit that to my students all the time,
Mm.
and I don't want to train at that level. My body doesn't wanna train at that level anymore, it's fine. But I think something I forget a lot when I'm really hard on myself, I am stronger than I'm, like, in the top 10% of the world, like,
Yeah.
compared to everyone, and I may not be in the top 10% of Ninja, which is the tiny community that I see,
Right.
but compared to everyone else, it's like, wow, like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, it's yeah, 100%. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Just that's just how it is. Like one of the things, like people talk about this a lot in like sports nowadays, and it's like big this debate amongst people. But I think like Ninja's one of those ones that kind of shows that, and also like fighting, like mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Like of course, like Amanda Nunez or Kayla Harrison, whoever, they're gonna beat up most men on the planet
Yeah, exactly.
easily. Like
Oh, yeah.
just destroy them. But are they gonna beat like a male fighter at their weight class?
No,
Probably not.
no.
I don't think there's
I've
anything wrong with it. Doesn't take away from, like again, I'm not a girl, so I mean, I
Yeah.
don't understand, so maybe you could talk. I'm curious what your thoughts are, but I feel like it doesn't take away about how strong and awesome women can be
Oh,
in
no,
sports,
not at all. Absolutely not. It's just
Like, I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, when you hear these discussions happening in sports and stuff, people are like, "Oh," like, they make these comments, what do you think? Like, as a a high-low female athlete in a
Like, what
male-driven
do you
sport.
mean specifically? Like, what kind of comment?
Like people, yeah, I don't know. Good question. I don't know the exact comment I'm trying to get here, but I feel like it's like a common political debate nowadays of like just like, oh, like I don't know.
Oh, like not separating men and women, or
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's silly. I think I don't know, and maybe I could see as like kids, like I think up to preteens. Yeah, the girl we they can keep up with the guys. Some of my preteen girls are just beating the guys. You know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah.
But once we hit puberty, that's not what women are made for. Like, unfortunately, our bodies are just not unfortunately, fortunately, our bodies are made to like create life. And that's
Mhm.
just like what it's made for. We're not made to, I think men biologically are made to defend and fight, and they're supposed to like defend the family, and women are supposed to be the homemakers. Like, that may sound very like not feminist, but I'm not trying to be like women are weak. Like, it's just how we are biologically made.
Right.
And I think there should be a separation between men and women because there is a biological difference between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
But I could be on my own for that. I don't know. And the older that I get, the more that I see and feel that too, like that separation.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I appreciate you sharing that. It's interesting. I wonder if other females in the community think the same or not.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I would be curious too.
yeah.
Because I remember when they first started making female changes, I remember a handful of female athletes that were like, absolutely not.
I remember too.
They were like really upset about.
Oh my God. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
emails. We were
Yep.
like, please don't change the courses. Like, keep them the same. We want to
Yep.
be challenged.
But, and I'm
Yeah.
wondering if like when changes first started happening, they were too easy. Like, we're not looking for easy. Again, with the Women's Ninja Association, we're not looking for easy. We're looking for doable, but still challenging.
Yeah. Because it doesn't need to be easy for it to be a good course for you.
No, exactly not.
Because then that's like, I feel like that would be demeaning. Like, oh, you're making this obstacle, like you're dumbing it down, making it.
Yeah,
That's not what people want. Like, I feel
exactly.
like, I don't know. The reason why I like Ninja when I first started was trying to do this obstacle.
Hmm.
It's difficult, it's challenging. You take
Yep.
like multiple tries, you get it, gives you a great feeling. Like,
Yeah.
that's how it should be. It shouldn't be just like, oh, instead of doing this, like, I don't know,
Oh my
flying bar
gosh.
move, you do like a 4-foot lache or something dumb.
Let's add a ring between everything
Yeah,
for the
literally.
women.
Yeah.
I think for like course designs, it's just for women specifically, it's like not as high of jumps, not as powerful. Like women have power. Like, I have a lot of pull power. That's a really big strength of mine in Ninja. But I still I'm going to compare myself to Flip because I train with him. I cannot like train or pull like the way he can. They're an obstacle. So
Right.
it's just making them designed for the strength that women have.
So if you were to give some advice to course designers out there that don't have the most experience, we'll say, with making female changes, what else? You just said like power.
Yeah.
And
So
things.
like I think jumps, I think power, I think not necessarily endurance because there are some very strong burnout athletes that are females, but time limit, I think, is a really big one. I think, we don't necessarily move as quickly as the top men out there. Like, still fast, but time limit just gives a little more rest time and stuff. And then I think more balance. I think balance is great for females.
Hmm.
It's just, yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing to me is like height, like wingspan and power.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. I wish there would be a way that people. I wish there's more. How do I say? Like, there's more training for course
Yeah.
designers. You know.
And that's the idea with WNA is like we've gotten very blessed with the gyms that we're working with, like you guys, Ascend, Warrior Tech, that are good at female course design. But we want people to see the courses that we're designing and like take note, like teaching other gyms how to create a challenging female course.
Yeah, I think like doing things like this, even just like talking about it on this podcast, is helpful because people can listen to you and be like, "Oh, okay, I didn't think about it that way."
Yeah.
Like things like that, because all the things you said make complete sense, and that's what we talk about too whenever we're designing our courses and things.
Yeah.
And we've gotten better at designing courses for females and just in general. Because like
Yeah.
when we first started, I think I'm not sure if I was talking to you about this or Jen the other day, but essentially like we got this like notoriety in the Northeast for having like really, really challenging courses. People would be like, "Oh, it's dexterity hard," and this type of thing. Like we had this like notoriety for having these like crazy courses and best course design or whatever else. Like we won best course design like 2 back-to-back years.
Mhm.
It's just what we're known for here. But essentially, like I think the reason for that is because at that time, every course you'd go to for youth was like a 30-second or less speed course.
Yep.
And it's like to me, again, having the experience I have was like, well, that's not what ninja is. So I'm gonna make it actually a hard course.
Yeah, and you're paying all of this money and
Yeah.
traveling to spend 30 seconds on a course.
Exactly. It's like a waste of money. You're traveling. Yeah, the whole thing was just a mess. So
Or when I started, you're spending all this money and traveling to race to obstacle 4.
like, yeah, yeah, literally, right? So we like were known for that and made hard courses and all, and that was kind of like the goal was to make really hard courses. And the way they were designed at the time was so that like only the top echelon people would clear it. That's how it was.
Yeah.
But now, the way the sports developed, we're much better at scaling it appropriately and changing it through
Yeah.
each division, trying to like hit our clear numbers and things, I guess. Because maybe that's something people don't think about when they're designing their courses. Like, well, how many people do you want to have clear? How many
Yeah.
people do you want to have get to this point in the course? So
And
you're
I
like
think
strategically planning.
the addition of tier 2 is also really cool too, like, to introduce those beginner athletes, which I think we're finding not a hard time, but having that balance in WNA where we want to encourage more, like, beginner athletes to try it out, but also challenge. I think actually the preteen course that you guys put together for tech was a very good replication of that, like,
Shout out Mount Bradley
yes, shout out for the tech course, like,
and Campbell.
we started we wanted to get girls deeper, so we up until, like, obstacle 6, it was not simple, but it was doable, and then once we hit, like, obstacle 6, 7, and 8, we amped the course up because we knew we had some very talented girls here.
Yep.
So it allowed those newer athletes to get further in the course, and then it allowed us to challenge the better or more seasoned athletes.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. So getting back to like course design specifically and like advice you would have for other gym owners, like what would you say? So I mean, you said like time is a big one.
Yes, time limit.
That's right. What you said it's the number one thing, or like
I I think so, and funny enough, so the year that I won NNL is the first year they decided to give females more time, and that was only the elite females. I would have cleared stage 1. I timed out on the last obstacle. If I would have gotten the extra 10 seconds that they decided to give to the elite females afterwards.
dang.
So that I think time for sure. I mean, we always like to give our females like 20 at least 20 seconds longer on the course.
Okay, so time is probably number one, we'll
Mhm.
say, and then aside from time, what would you say? Like, what would you say like the top three most important things for female course design is?
I think it's like what I said before, time, like height, like getting up. I will never, ever, ever, female, male, whatever, I will never make it in a course design so that somebody DQs themselves because they can't reach something. Like, I think that is a huge, just like put a box. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I think height, time, and just like power, like pull power. Those are the 3 biggest things.
Hmm.
Like making laches not like monkey barable, but just make them a little bit closer.
Yeah. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Well, hopefully people can learn from that, and
Yeah.
like do something about it when they're making
Yep.
courses. And it's cool that like yeah, you and Jam decided to make the
And I
WNA.
think Jen would be able I wish she was here. She could speak so much more on course design than me. I think course design is actually one of my weakest strengths in Ninja.
Really?
Yes, creating courses and obstacles I think is one of my weakest, which is why I brought Jen because I think that's her strongest. She's really good at female changes. She's really good at courses. So that's why we make a good team.
I think that's yeah, that's no, that's so cool. But I think that's like a common thing is course design in Ninja is like a skill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like Matt and I talk about it a lot actually, because like we'll go to comps or like see courses and it's like that course was ass. Like well like, that we didn't like that
Yeah,
course.
I
And it's but then like I'm always like, oh like why don't they make their courses better? But like
yeah,
it's because
it's
they
a
don't know
skill. It's
how.
something you have to practice, and
Yeah.
it's something that I don't necessarily like love enough to want to practice, if that makes sense. Like, I love coaching. I'm really, really good at like managing and organization and stuff, which is why I do more of like the logistical side of WNA. I do the live streams and all of that because I love like that aspect. And then Jen is just so good at like course. So
Yeah, I'll have to have her on at some point in the future and talk
yeah,
to
she would
her.
be great. I mean, she's a great coach too. You know, she won Coach of the Year a
Yeah, oh
couple years
yeah.
ago,
Well deserved,
but
yeah.
she also is just that's something that she's always been very good at.
Yeah, I think that like it'd be cool if somebody, WNL, whoever, just had more training. Because like they do have training with it as a part of certification, but it's not like it's not good, you know? Like,
Training.
yeah, you just click through these slides real quick and pass your
Same
test
thing
at the end.
every year.
Yeah, same thing every year. You click through some slides, you press submit, and you're a coach now. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's It's kind of funny, but I wish there'd be more training because I mean, like,
Mhm.
I know I'd gladly like to go tell people, talk to people, like give
Yeah.
them some sort of advice because it sucks everyone involved,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
I know, like, at Jump Twist where I'm at, Flip has only been there for a handful of years. He has actually only been coaching Ninja. He's been a parkour coach for a long time, but
Mm.
only coaching Ninja. And his first couple, like, big comps, he actually brought in, like, RJ because RJ is really good at course design and creating obstacles. So he's like, "I need to learn if I'm gonna get better." So he, like, brought RJ in to help with the courses.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's great. I wish more people would reach out and ask questions like that,
Yep.
people that are experienced, because it just helps lead to a better community and better sport. I feel like, you know.
Mhm.
People have more fun, they wanna come to your gym more, it just helps
Yep.
flow everyone's like, it's funny, a long time ago, I made this, like, YouTube video about, like, how to run a successful competition, like, it was
Oh, wait,
like
is it still on YouTube?
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
find it.
It's like, dude, don't
Everybody go search it up.
there's so many things I would change about that video now, it's funny because this was, like, I don't know, this was years ago. It's like a 30-minute video.
That's awesome.
It's
I'm
like it go
definitely gonna find it deep in the YouTube
yeah,
vaults.
it goes, like, behind the scenes, like, one of our WNL comps or NNL comps back then, and, like, it's just funny thinking about 'cause I actually haven't watched it in a long time. I should go back and watch it and just laugh at it, like, "Okay, well, this is how we do it now, like, how this is how we
You should, like,
improve."
redo it now.
I should,
You
yeah.
should, like, take it and, like, remix it.
Well, it's funny because the year we made that video, the WNL actually approached us about, like, having, like, a presentation at Worlds about it, and so we did. No one showed up for it.
Oh, that's kinda
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
Well, I feel like so they make all these, like, people are gonna talk, we're gonna do meet and greets and stuff, but I don't know about you, I don't have time to do anything at Worlds. I don't even have time to eat.
Yeah.
Like, I make this schedule for our athletes of, like, this person's on this course, and this person's on this course at this time, and they're this runner, and Flip, you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and, like, we're
It's chaos.
I wouldn't be able to take an hour to go listen to somebody talk about course design.
100%. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think people understand, like, as a coach, Worlds is so chaotic
Now
and
it's gonna
stressful.
be 10 times more.
It really is, though. Oh my god. Yeah, now that's combined.
Yep.
What do you think about that? Do you like that it's combined?
I feel like I don't have any feelings because we don't really have any tier 2 athletes. We have a very small team, and we don't really have anyone that does head to head. We have one now. I think Haven did a head to head competition. We don't have any tier 2 athletes, so I feel like I don't really have an opinion because it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Our team's huge. We have, like
Yeah, you guys have a massive team.
there's,
I
like,
don't know
80
how
people.
you guys do it. I mean, granted, we've got I think we took 25, which is big for our gym last year, but, me and Flip
Wow.
are the only coaches.
Okay.
So
I think that's it. The way our team is big, but it never feels like it's that big because the way I have organized our practice schedule, I think, is the
Yeah.
reason why. Because like it's all broken up by age group, and like tier level and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's very like organized.
I really like that you guys, like, celebrate your team so much, like, looking around the lobby and, like, all the stuff you guys have up, like, over the years, you have all your team pictures, you have all your winners, like, it's cool to see that, like, you
Thank you.
guys really care about your team,
Yeah, I think it's a huge part of the gym.
and it shows because you guys arguably have one of the best teams.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always been a goal of mine. I think there's a lot of reasons why our team has been successful, but one of the things is like we treat it like a real team. Like we
Mhm.
do strength conditioning.
Yep.
We push them hard. Like it's not just like they're here to have. I mean, they do have fun. Like it's a
Yeah.
big part of it. Obviously, like we talked about earlier, fun's the most important part. But we still do
You
treat it.
train them like athletes.
Yeah, exactly. We train them like athletes,
Yeah.
and yeah, we do celebrate. I think it's important because like it helps to fuel your whole program. Because
Yep.
basically, like people will have like different levels or skill levels. Like the way we do it here is like we have our beginner classes, we have our tier 2 team, and our
Mhm.
tier 1 team. So it kind of like fuels the whole
Yeah. That
puzzle.
makes sense.
And then when the kids that are new, they come in the gym and they see the kids on the team, they see their pictures on the walls
How
and
do I
things.
get that?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. It kind of fuels the whole thing, and it's
Mhm.
cool. And they do deserve to be celebrated. It's like
Yeah.
they work their asses off all year
And they
round.
represent the gym. Like, they're
Exactly.
going out representing, people are seeing dexterity through the athletes.
Yeah, 100%. So it's a big part of what we do here. And like I mean, it's also my favorite thing to coach
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, all of ours is, and we just take it so seriously. So it's more fun
Yeah.
for us. And yeah, and it's fun. Well, the picture thing started on the wall. And if you haven't been to our gym before, basically, like we had this like entire wall, and just not every, but just about every podium we've gotten is like picture taken and put on the wall. And the reason for that is because I can't make the kids keep their medals at the gym.
You can't. They earn those. Those
Yeah.
kids.
But I still want to show their success. So that's why I
Yeah.
just take a picture, print it off, put it on the wall. Like,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've added it to it over the years. And now we have like little whiteboard that shows like how many podiums we've had, and
That's
it's not
so
all of them.
cool.
Like we have like the world champion count and
Yeah.
thing. So, and again, like we celebrate it, but I want to make this clear. Like it's not the goal.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not like we are like we got to win every comp or things.
Yeah.
That happens. Like we go to competitions and we podium in every division.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll sweep the podium.
Yeah.
Like this happens a lot.
Mhm.
And but it's not that's not the ever the goal.
Yeah.
Ever the goal. But we celebrate it when it happens. I think that's
Yeah.
important is to give them the credit they deserve because they work so hard.
I like that. I think a lot of gym owners should take after that.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they should too. It's like a big part of the sport and I think it's important to help fuel it all, you know?
And it, like, makes you a team, like, it's camaraderie, it really makes you feel like you're a team.
Yeah.
Even though it's an individual sport, you feel like it's a team.
Yeah, and that was one of my things too, is I wanted it to feel that way because like, yeah, like you said, ninja's an individual sport. You're technically competing against your teammates.
Mhm.
But for us, one of the expectations I set for our team, and I explained to them is like, they're never competing against each other. It's like if someone does well from our team, that means you all did well.
Yes,
Like
that
it's not
means
about beating
yep,
anybody.
it's dexterity.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also like even going to comps, like I encourage them to cheer for the other team member or other teams, other people, and like
Yeah.
make friends, like to make
Mhm.
it. Because I'm trying to like teach them about how it used to be and how I think it should
Yeah.
still be. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And not make it as competitive and just cutthroat and all these things.
Yeah.
Which is funny because people have actually like accused us of being that, and I think it's hilarious because I'm like there's like a local gym for example, I like had like said they've made comments like that, but like they never have once been to our practice. They don't even
You
understand
guys
what
have
happens
gotten a
in here.
lot of fun accusations over the years.
Don't get me started.
That's a whole different podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, so we get that. And it's just like sad because they don't understand what actually like what we do here, what we believe in, and what our values are. And then like
Yeah.
they say these things and a lot of them I think like with the like cutthroat things and like the negative comments that we see, I think it's jealousy thing, you know, because they see how successful we
I
are.
think so.
And they just like will talk shit. But like
Yep.
I don't understand that. And this is not just for ninja, but across like just in life. It's like when someone's successful, it's like my thought when I see that is I'm like, okay, like what did they do? Like what
Yeah.
makes them special? Not like, oh, well, I bet they did this or I bet
Like,
they did
how
that.
can I replicate that to be
Yeah,
successful myself?
exactly. And I would
Yeah.
ask questions. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, they're this, they're that. Like we don't like them. It's like,
Well, I think that's just a mindset thing, and
yeah,
I think it's being a secure in yourself as a person thing, which again could be an entire another podcast.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about it a little bit, I guess, but that's like I think it's important people to understand that though, you know? Like it's like I think that's important just in general.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, whether it's a ninja or life, like we not we, but people walk around in life with like they think there's a spotlight on them and that everyone's looking at them and deserves this and like oh blah blah blah, but like every in reality everybody's got their own spotlight on themselves and nobody's paying attention to
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Insecurity is a crazy thing. I mean, I had trouble with it for a long time to be
Oh, I
honest.
think we all have. I
Yeah.
think it's something that everyone's had to overcome.
100%. And it's so interesting. Where do you think that comes from? Like you like obviously we all have had
Yeah.
our battles with that and confidence things, but like where do you like in yourself, for example, like when you had those thoughts, where
Mhm.
was like the first thing that came from? Does that make
I
sense?
think it's comparison.
Comparison,
I
right?
think comparison is the biggest thing that stems insecurity. And I think it's kind of like what we were talking about. I think you can always compare yourself to someone, but you can compare it in a way of like, how can I be better? Or you can compare it into like, oh my gosh, like they're amazing and I'm never going to be like that. And I wish I could. And, like, I think comparison is a huge just life thing. And ninja also, I think comparison is really big and can be very detrimental if you're not using it in a positive way.
100%. Yeah, I think that was very well said. I mean, we have kids that, yeah, like, will say that on the team. It's like, well, I can never do that. I can't do this. And it's like, sure you can.
Yeah.
Like you're holding yourself back by having those
We
thoughts.
always, especially when I used to coach like academy, which was like our just like off the street kids, and they would be like, I can't do that. And I'd be like, yet. I was like, you have to put
Ex-
the word yet at the end of your
exactly.
sentence.
Yep. Yep. And yeah, it's a mindset thing. That's what it is. Like, yeah, you can't do it yet. You got to work up to it. Like, not just giving up at the first
Yeah.
thing, first slightest hint of adversity.
I think it's also a life thing too. Like I know before am in this like nice healthy relationship and now like when I've been in the dating pool, I've been like, well, they chose that person because they're prettier than me, they're better than me at this, they're this and that. Like it's a I don't know. Instead of being able to look at it and be like, I'm just not their cup of tea. Like
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. That's important. Dang. Yeah, the insecurity thing is, like, such interesting thing to talk about, I feel like,
Oh, yeah.
because it is such a big thing
It's
in
hard
ninja.
in Ninja, and it comes back to the like, what I said earlier, where sometimes I don't wanna get out there because I'm afraid I'm gonna embarrass myself, and that's just an insecurity, like, that is my head being like, "Oh, if I do that, people are like, they're gonna think I'm bad because I can't do this my first try." Nobody's looking at me, nobody's watching me, they're in their own world, like, working on this lache over here, like, I think I see it a lot at the regular gym too, like, people will, like, do a really heavy lift and, like, look around and be like, "Who saw me do that?"
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Yeah, it definitely happens a lot. And yeah, it's not ninjas everywhere.
Yep,
I think as a person, that should be one of your goals to, like, overcome that
yep,
thing that we all have. We all have, you
yep,
know? We all
and
feel
it's
that way.
bad in our society, like, I think social media, like, is a huge problem. Like, I like social media for the fact that I can, like, put W&A out there and do this and that. But in Ninja, I think people spotlight so bad on social media. So bad. And I have done a lot recently to make sure that I post my training and the thousands of times I failed an obstacle before I got it,
Yep.
where people will, oh, well, I won this comp and I got this first place and I did this obstacle. Like, okay, how long did it take you to get there? How
Yep.
many tries did it take you to do that weird cane precision
Yeah,
move?
literally. The weird cane precision.
Yep.
Oh my god. No, it's so true.
That it helps or not helps, but it stems a lot of the insecurity that people have.
100%. Yeah. I think it's like, yeah, it comes back to mindset as well, but realizing that, like, yeah, those things people do took them, excuse me, it took them years to develop those skills to get to that point. And yeah, like they sit in the gym. I mean, I've seen it in my gym. We were talking about it earlier too. Is like people will sit in the gym and like spam cane tech or something for like an
Yep.
hour, and they'll get it once, film it, be done.
And
Like
they put that on social media.
exactly, yeah, yeah. I think it's
Yep.
important to realize that like with anything in life, and ninja obviously as well, is like it's more the journey is what's important.
I
You
don't
know?
think people realize, and this is something that I've come to think about recently because I am newer in the ninja community and not like brand new, but like a lot of these really strong athletes that are popping up now, like they're like the young adults or like that age, like 15, 16, 17. How long they have been training ninja. Like they didn't just suddenly pop up and be the best athlete overnight. Like they've been training since they were children.
Yeah,
And I don't think and I think a lot of times we'll, like, see these athletes and be like, "Oh, well, they're just, like, naturally good," and that's just like, no, this has been their entire life.
literally their entire lives. Yeah, I mean, and that's one thing we always talk about here too. Is like, what is the level going to be at in like 5
Oh my
years,
gosh.
10 years? Like, does it
I'll
keep
be
going
done
up?
by then. I'll be retired by then.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess, but we'll still be coaching. But
Yes.
but it's just like, where's it gonna be? Like, it's every year it
Yep.
goes up higher and
Yep.
higher, and it's like, where is the ceiling? Is there a ceiling? You know?
And they keep dropping the age limit lower and lower and
Right?
lower, and, like, that's a big reason why I don't do elite either. It's like, I don't, like, go hang out with 13-year-olds normally in my life. Like, I
Growing
don't
up
know.
that
I
way.
I turned 30 last year, like, I these kids are over half my age, and
Yeah, that's
it's just a little interesting to me. Like, I wish we had an adult elite
I
division,
dude, that would be so
like
sick.
25 and up, or even,
100%.
like, 20 and up, I don't know.
100%. Yeah, yeah, that's so true. Same for me. That's one of the reasons why I didn't stop doing elite is because of that. Like, I'd go to comps and yeah, I'd be like 28 years old with a bunch of children, like you just said.
Exactly.
Also not training anymore either. That's the biggest part
Yeah.
of it. But then, yeah, just the different vibe and community and stuff. But like, where do you think Ninja will be in 5 or 10 years?
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine because it's changed so much even like we said in the past like 2 years, in the past year, like everyone is getting so talented at what they do and training like on a lot of these top athletes like ninjas their entire life. Like they have ninja gyms at their house, all they travel every competition like this and that. Like I can't imagine what these the team I have at my gym, they're 5 and 6-year olds. Like I said, we have a 5-year-old that can do a sky hook. He's 5.
That's so
Like I
crazy.
cannot imagine. And I'm curious to see like these kids that are starting this young, like if their body is going to be developed for ninja, like because they've spent their entire life doing it.
That's a good point too. Where it's like, yeah, their bodies are obviously adapted. They're gonna just keep progressing. But also it's like, well, who knows what their bodies are gonna be like?
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like a lot of even now, like the younger top athletes, like they're all just like long and thin.
right. Yeah, but also, like, injury-wise, you know? Like,
Yeah.
no one knows Ninja's not developed enough to understand, like, what those long-term potential
Yeah.
downsides are.
Yeah, I
No
agree.
one knows, and it's
Mhm.
obviously very hard on your body. It's
It is.
that's why it's important to train safe, and we
And do
try to teach that
recovery.
recovery, yeah, all
Yep.
those things, yep.
The older I get, I feel like I hit 30 and my body is like, bam, like everything hurts. You can't train 4 days a week. You need to do recovery. You need to do strength
Yep,
training.
yep. Well, I'm curious your thoughts on this too because I feel like people are like they talk about ninja in like the best of the best or like the 14 to like 17-year-old range, something like that. Maybe like young 20s now with like Addy and Jackson and all of them. Um, People talk about age a lot, like how the youngest in the sport, like the best right now. But I feel like there's no reason why someone who's our age couldn't be just successful. The problem is like when you're that age, you can train every day, you can
Yeah.
do all this, but as you get older, you have a job, you have
I
family
think
potentially.
that is the biggest thing. I don't think it's a lack of skill or strength or anything. In fact, like my dad is 62 and I would say he's one of the strongest athletes in masters and he's 20 years older than a lot of them.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
think it is that. I think it's time. I think it's, a lot of people our age, we have to have jobs. A lot of females my age are wanting to have families. So they have to take the time off because it's a complete change to your body to have a baby.
Mm.
And I think that is the biggest thing that's the difference between these young 20-year-olds, teenagers versus like people around our age.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's important for people to realize because I think that there's like a stigma that like, oh, once you get past a certain age, you can't
You're
really do it.
washed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, you're not. Like you can easily just be because like in mixed martial arts, for example, it's like people are like you hit your peak, they say, or your prime when you're like in your 30s.
Mhm.
And I would say that's like a way harder sport on your body than
That's
ninja.
interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like if they're doing like arguably the hardest sport,
Mhm.
especially on your body, getting kicked in the leg by like a basically you're getting hit in the leg with a baseball bat and
Yeah.
like you're getting punched in the head and
Well,
like
I think one of the most consistent and strongest athletes female out there is Abby Clark, and she's definitely not one of the younger.
so
Like she's
true.
obviously not old, I'm around the same age, but she is like, she's not in her teen years anymore.
Yeah, and she's a beast. So like
She's amazing.
100%. So it's like there's no reason why
Yeah.
you cannot be older and still be a successful ninja and still be at that
Yeah.
top level. Aside from the things we just said,
Yeah.
hilariously enough, which
And
is
I
time
think
and all
I
that.
think because of that time and family and this and that, I think a lot of the ones that have been top ninjas are like, "What's the point?"
Yeah.
And I've definitely found myself feeling that sometimes. I will be completely honest. Like I've definitely found myself. Well, I do adult now because I don't train elite. I came back from an injury. I'm like terrified. I am terrified of ninja still, even after my injury. So it's been a lot of mental battle, but I've
Mhm.
definitely found myself being like, what's the point? I can't compete against a 13-year-old.
Yeah, that definitely happens a lot. Yeah, that's so true. What do you it's almost like you could overcome the mental battle of,
I
like,
could,
doing
yes.
it, but, yeah, like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's like for me
It's
because
hard.
like, for me, like, I could be good again, like, if I wanted to train hard and do these things, but I just have no interest in it anymore.
I think I'm in the same boat. I think I like Ninja because it's fun and I like the community and I like WNA and coaching and that aspect of growing the community. But I think I'm also finding a really good balance in my life, like outside of Ninja, that I'm enjoying, like traveling and like having a great relationship and like, maybe having a family one day, like things like that. I think I'm starting to lean more towards that in my life.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're moving maybe passenger, but you think you'll always be a part of your
Yes,
life with running
exactly.
the league, and yeah, that
Exactly.
makes total sense, yeah. That makes sense. So what do you like to do outside? Obviously, music's a big thing. Well, outside Ninja, what else do you like to get
Outside,
involved in?
I like to play video games.
Okay.
I stream music, fitness, video games. I like watching horror movies. I like
Yeah.
to hang out with my cats. And I love to travel. I think the one thing I do like about Ninja is that it's opened up the opportunity for me to, like, travel and see the world.
What's, like, your number 1 place you wanna travel to?
Oh, man. I think I've got on that bucket list is, like, Greece and New Zealand's on that bucket list for sure. I've been told that I need to go to Japan.
I do say that quite a lot.
I got the opportunity this past year to go to Croatia and Europe in general for the first time, and that was really cool.
Yeah, yeah, Greece is
Yeah,
amazing.
Greece is like number 1 bucket list for me.
I love Greece. I love Greece so much. Oh my god.
And Japan.
And Japan. Yeah, both those countries. If I could move anywhere in the world, it would be either
I've been
Japan
told
or
I have
just
to go 3 times, at least.
exactly, if not more.
Oh, man.
Uh, yeah, you'll like Greece. Like the food's amazing, the people are great.
That was the best part of Europe. Like, the
Oh
food
yeah,
is local, and it's, like, you not a bunch of preservatives in it.
yeah. My only I guess thing I don't like about Europe is the portion size.
Well, it works great for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I'm a big back, so I've eaten all the time. So like, the last time I was in Europe, I didn't leave a single meal feeling full. And,
That
like all my
makes
friends are
one
like,
of us.
yeah. My friends were like, "How are you still hungry?" I'm like, "Bro, like, how are you not still hungry? Like, what do you mean?"
Right?
Oh my god. So do you have any travel plans coming up?
At the moment, nothing crazy. Just ninja comps. Going to New Orleans for the first time for a WNA. Gonna experience Mardi Gras, which is really cool.
That's dope. Yeah.
But other than that, I think all of my travel right now is ninja related.
Mm.
I know, well, one trip that I always like to take, we always go to Barbados for ninja, but we end up staying and like actually experiencing, like last year we did a bunch of spear fishing, which was really cool.
That does sound cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this like from a boat? Is that how it works, or is it like on
So
the shoreline?
you
Or?
swim. So like
Oh, oh wow.
they'll take you out in a boat and then you like we use like the guns. And you literally
Oh,
like you have to tread water the entire time essentially. You've got the fins on and the goggles and you go down and you like shoot the spear.
that's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Do you guys get to like keep the fish and eat it afterwards, or
The
like
way we did it, the guy, yeah, he gave it to us and then we would take it to like a local place and they would cook it.
that's pretty cool. That sounds
Yeah,
fun. I want to try that. Also,
it's
like
fun.
that sounds fun. And also, so before my dad passed away, he had like he really loved like great white sharks,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
he wanted to like go in a little cage and then like be around them.
No, I'm good. That was the nice thing about Barbados is there like aren't sharks in the places that we went spearfishing. But
What?
then we are gonna go to the Keys and go spearfishing at some point, probably over the summer. And there's a lot of sharks there. You have to like keep an eye out for while you're under the water.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no.
That is so scary. I want to do the great white shark thing just because like for my dad,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but like I'm gonna be like so terrified.
Yeah, I would be
Like,
too.
oh my god, yeah, those things are crazy. Do you think this is a really random question?
Yes.
Let's say, what would be more scary? A giant spider, like a fucking like I mean big spider, like
Like a
giant
Harry
spider.
Potter sized
Yeah, yeah,
spider.
big spider or like a shark, like a or like a shark that could be on land. You know what I mean? Like a land shark. Wait, that's a beer. Wait, hold on.
Ooh. Is the spider like poisonous? Like, is it like could they both kill me?
Oh yeah, I mean the giant spider. I mean like big, like
Oh yeah, that
you get caught in
100%.
its
Yes.
web, you're not moving.
Yeah,
Right? You're
yeah.
stuck.
The giant spider, 100% would be way more terrifying than a land shark.
That's fair. There's a movie. There's a movie I remember watching when I was a kid. It was on like the Sci-Fi Channel. I think it was called Spiders. I don't know. There's a scene. There's like this elevator shaft or something, and like this dude falls down. And he gets stuck on the web, and he can't move. And he just sees the giant spider
Nope,
crawling.
that is nightmares.
It's literally nightmares. It's crazy.
No, thank you.
It's
And
so
nope.
scary.
And I love horror movies, and that right there is like absolutely not.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite horror movie?
My favorite. Oh, I mean, I really, really like the Saw franchise.
Ugh.
I know, but I like movies that have like twists in them, and I think every single Saw like there's a really cool story that's like wrapped within all of the Saw movies, and then I really like it too.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. We were talking about it at dinner the other night. You're like, oh, you gotta see what was it
Welcome to
called? Welcome to
Derry,
Derry. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
good.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I gotta start watching. I like I said, because I had older siblings, I watched like so many things growing up that I probably
Yep.
shouldn't have. Like, I think my first rated R movie was the original Predator movie.
Oh man.
I used to when I was a kid, I had an obsession with like Alien vs Predator, like that whole
Mhm.
like franchise and things. Like,
My first, not rated R, but my first horror movie that I saw was The Ring.
oh my
And my
god,
friend and I were up in my family's bonus room, and we weren't supposed to be watching it. We watched it. We flipped the channel, and it was immediately a static screen on the TV. And we were like, oh my God. And then we watched The Shopping Network the rest of the night because we
yep.
couldn't sleep.
That movie was so messed up. It was like The Ring and like The Grudge.
Yep.
I was terrified of The Grudge as a kid. Actually, I think my biggest fear as a kid was actually funny enough Chucky.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yep.
I was terrified of Chucky for some reason. Like to a point where like my cousin had like little like Chucky doll like this big, like not like a big like full size like a tiny little thing, and I was terrified.
I don't think I've ever actually found, and maybe this says something to my character, a like movie, TV show, or book or whatever that has like I've like walked away and been like scared, like to go to sleep. You know what I mean? I think my brain is able to like put it away and be like, that's not real. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know what it is, but I have never found one that I'm like, I can't sleep tonight because I watched this.
Yeah, I think
So if you're watching this, your challenge is give me something that'll scare me.
that that's fair, yeah. I think for me, it was just as a kid. Like, as you have I've always had, like, a very vivid imagination, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why, like, as a kid, like, I was always like I'd have those moments, but now as an adult, I can watch anything. I don't like
Yeah.
it's not gonna, like, affect me. There was one movie, though, hmm, I think what's it called? I think it's called The Devil in Me? No, that's not what it is. I
That is a
remember
movie.
is it?
Yeah.
It was a possession movie, and, like, I remember the trailer as a kid where it was, like, 3 people. She, like, it's like a it has, like, a supposed to be, like, a real life 911 call or, like, from whatever, and then she's just like, "I killed 3 people." It's like a I forget what it's called.
Interesting. Okay.
I wish I had
I
something.
like possession movies. I think one of my favorite movie like that where it's like based off a true story. It's called it's either The Haunting or The Taking of Deborah Logan.
I don't think I've seen that one,
That
actually.
one's really good. It's like an old lady that's like possessed by some like snake demon.
Okay.
It's very good.
Oh my god. Do you like the Paranormal Activity movies
Yes,
and those?
I love paranormal. I love Conjuring.
They're all great.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the spoof movies, the ones, like, they're called The Haunted House or whatever?
No, I've seen the scary movie
Okay,
spoof
li
movies.
that exact concept, but with modern horror movies.
Okay, I'll have
Like the like
to
the
look it up.
like the Wayans brothers are in it or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, huh?
Yeah, and, like, they're so freaking funny, but so, like,
Yes.
the one, it's, like, they're both about, like, the haunted like, Conjuring, those type of
Yeah.
movies, and, like, they're you have to watch, and they're hilarious.
Okay, I'll have to look 'em I add 'em to my list of the movies you told me to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, yeah.
Scary movie, funny movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
The haunted house movies are wild. There's this one scene, I don't wanna talk about it 'cause it's not really appropriate for the podcast, but, like, straight up, like, it's not appropriate, but, you know, Annabelle, right?
Yes.
So
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know exactly what I think I've seen, like, clips of this before.
Oh my god.
Not
Yes.
appropriate for
Yeah,
the podcast.
it's so funny.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Yeah, those movies are great. There's a new scary movie coming out. I
Oh,
think it's
yeah, there is,
yeah, I
uh-huh.
think it's 6 or something,
Yeah,
6 or 7.
6. Alright, on that note, I do actually need to get to the airport.
Literally, though.
That was great.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, those we could talk about horror movies all day. We
We
probably
could.
should do that, but yeah, that's fair.
That'll be podcast part 2.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We'll talk horror
Yeah,
movies.
you have to come back at some point. You gotta come bring Flip, you can all train and
Yeah,
stuff.
I would actually like to come train here. I think it'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, like, you have the girls' class too. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to come, like, train and coach that.
Honestly, we should talk about that after the podcast because I would love to bring you out. Like, I'd pay for you to come out. You could
Let's
coach the
do
girls.
it!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be sick.
Alright.
That'd be sick. But, yeah, I guess you probably
Stay
should.
tuned for part 2 when
Yeah,
I come back.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you probably start wrapping up here. But yeah, thanks so much for doing this. I mean,
Yeah.
we've done like close to 2 hours.
Yeah, I feel like we
So
could still sit and talk for, like,
100%.
so much longer.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. I mean, so where can everyone find you at? Instagram, WNA,
yeah,
all the things. So.
Instagram, my personal is _music ninja. And then the Women's Ninja Association on Instagram. We have a website as well. And then outside of that, I stream on Kick and it's Megan Budway. So if you ever want to watch me be really bad at video games or anything like that, I'm on there.
Fair. Yeah, WNA is awesome. Huge shout out to them for allowing us to host this event this weekend. We had so much fun. Season 1, season 2 is coming hopefully next year. Right?
It's looking really good this year. Like, I still can't believe that it's been so successful, this idea. It's just like the support that we've had with the community. Like, I feel really grateful.
Yeah, no, it's super awesome. So yeah, thanks again for letting us be a part of it all, and hopefully we can do another one in the future if you're willing.
Absolutely. Let's do it. I'm already down.
Heck yeah! All right, let's go. But yeah, thanks again, Megan. This is awesome. So everyone, we'll see you in the next one, and yeah, thanks again.
Yay.